What's up, everybody in the house tonight? What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody in the house tonight? What's up? What's up? Yeah. My girl, you make my heart go you are as sweet as candy. You are my silver dandy.
Monday in the studio.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Garrett and Steve Show. Well, how was your vacation? What'd you guys do? Wow, cool. How's it going?
I'll toast to that, Jew.
How was your vacation?
Amazing.
Same. Just to I don't know, get away.
Yeah.
For things.
We worked so hard. It was about time we gave ourselves a break.
Well, this is our second vacation? Because we took off the Christmas week.
Yep.
Yeah, that's not bad.
That wasn't even a vacation. That was just a week off. It's not like
I didn't go anywhere.
We didn't go to the Bahamas. I went to the Bahama or whatever Turks and Caicos is. Hot and spicy.
Yeah, why is it say hot and spicy on your shirt?
Because I was in Turks and Caicos and now I live the hot and spicy lifestyle.
That's like their catchphrase for the island?
I hadn't heard it once at all.
Yeah.
Hadn't seen it anywhere, but at the airport they were selling these shirts and I was like, oh, that makes sense. I had a hot and spicy thing once there, a dish.
What'd you have?
I think there was jalapenos in my chicken salad sandwich.
Oh God.
Yeah,
Wait,
it was
so
hot and spicy.
You didn't get any T-shirts or anything except at the airport where you're like, fuck, I might as well get something?
Yes. Precisely.
Nice.
It was my last chance to get an authentic Turks and Caicos t-shirt.
What made you pick green? Because you're not a color guy.
Well, they had a very cool way they organized the shirts at the airport. They had them up on the wall.
Yeah.
And they had piles of them on a shelf. And if you started sifting through them, the lady was like, hey, don't touch that. Just look up at the wall, figure out if it's in your size, and grab it.
Huh? I don't get how that works.
Yeah, it didn't make any sense, Garrett. That's kind of the whole thing. It was fucking retarded. It didn't make any fucking sense at all. They had shirts up on the wall, like one of each variety.
Okay.
So you could, okay, I want that one. Then you'd look at the section that said extra large. Let's say you're a portly fellow. And you go, okay, is the shirt I like in this size? No. Okay, I'll have to find a new one.
How would you know?
You
just had to look for the green one?
I had to look for the green one. Or I had to look, I wanted a blue one at first. I had to look for the blue one. There was not blue in the entire pile. So I was like, all right, well, that shirt's not here, obviously. Now I have to pick a new one. How about hot and spicy?
Spicy.
And by that time, the woman who worked there had come over, flustered because she saw I was touching and fiddling with her shirts.
Oh, my God.
So she picked this out for me. Was like, oh, hot spicy here. Extra large, perfect. And I was like, oh, thank you so much. I don't like your system.
No, it doesn't make sense at all.
What I would do, I'm no genius, but what I would do is I would have each type of shirt in its own pile. And then you look in the pile for extra large, medium.
Or just have all the shirts in size order. And then you just go to the extra large and then you just skim through the extra larges and pick which one you want.
Could have done that.
Nice.
The way they had it was pretty cool, though.
Well, I got
you get scolded for looking at the shirts, but yeah, I was looking at yours. You have
my pinks,
a blue pink shirt,
something on the back.
The cum stain.
Is it a cum stain?
It is a big cum stain on your back.
I didn't look at the back.
No, it's a
like
hot dog and mustard. Yeah. No, mine's got a cool back too.
I feel like they just ripped off Tabasco.
Hot and spicy.
Right? It's just a Tabasco logo, but they put Turks and Caicos on it.
It's 100% a Tabasco logo. And yeah, that's just...
And it's not even... Tabasco's not even from there. Like, I could see if they made the peppers there or something.
I didn't see any Tabasco there.
No.
It's not a thing they have or are known for.
So what kind of vacation was this? Was this just like a sit on the beach every day vacation?
Wow. It was awesome.
Now, do you have to like rent out umbrellas and chairs and all that stuff?
You don't have to like pay for them, but yeah, you
You have to get down there early to reserve a chair or an umbrella. Or...
No, didn't have to get there early. So the way this worked was, as I said, this was for my mom's birthday. Greatest mom in the world, because she paid for all of us to go to Turks and Caicos.
Oh my! How many people?
10.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
Jesus.
Well, she and Paul, my stepdad, her husband, another greatest guy in the world. He doesn't get enough credit, but one of the best guys in the world, because the two of them funded this for me and the rest of my family to just go and be spoiled for a week, basically.
Yeah.
It was fucking awesome. And
what'd you do Monday through Friday?
Sunday to Saturday.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was a week.
Yeah, no more.
But yeah, they'd been to this resort like, I don't know, 5 or 6 times at this point at least. So all the everybody down there knew it, both my mom and my stepdad. Like everybody knew them.
Oh yeah, that's how my dad and stepmom.
Like, I mean,
too.
the people that work there. I mean,
yeah,
not
exactly.
like the guests or anything, but the people.
Oh, they know the people that work there and guest.
Yeah, they didn't know any, like, as far as I know, they didn't know any of the guests, but like they knew the omelet man. They knew the guy who serves the drinks around the pool. They knew the guy who serves drinks on the beach.
Where do they go there every year?
Up until a certain point, yeah, they went like 3 or 4 years in a row, or something like that. Yeah, from like I want to say 2017 to 2020, and then they went back a couple times after that.
Oh, okay.
But like
what happened in 2020 that they stopped?
I don't know. I guess they just took a break. It's a lot of money. You need a break sometimes.
True.
You can't just be spending like that. I had to save up a wad so they can bring us all down there and spend a fucking bajillion dollars on us.
Now they have a timeshare or something?
Nope.
Just the hotel they like?
It's just, yeah, it's a big resort. It's really nice resort. And yeah, they knew all the guys. So
but all
every
10
morning
of
we
you
went
had
down.
to stay in the same room.
Yes, there was 2 twin beds, and every night we switched up who got to sleep in them. Most of us were on the floor for most of the days. It was her birthday trip, so actually she got one of the twin beds the whole time.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a hog.
I know.
What a bed hog.
Kind of, we ribbed her for her. Like, oh, look, it's Princess in the Pea over there. Yeah, the only one sleeping on a mattress, but you're still complaining about it. Eh? No, it was the best trip I think I've ever been on.
Really?
Best family
better
trip.
than the St. Martin trip? Because that was kind of similar, right?
Yeah.
Or
it was definitely the best family trip.
Oh yeah.
By fucking like leaps and bounds.
I could see that. Yeah, just because no obligations really. You just like wake up and go to the beach or do whatever you want.
That was it.
Yeah.
And we hung out because they're like, we all hung out together. There were days where we did our own thing, but for the most part, me, my brothers, my mom, we all just hung out together because you're sitting around doing nothing all day. You're like, oh, let's see what they're up to.
Both brothers went?
Yep.
Wow, nice. Now, when I was last year, went to Puerto Rico, which I think is like right nearby.
Yeah. Somewhere down there. They're all
like
slurry of near the equator.
It's like Dominican Republic, Turks and Caicos, Puerto Rico, Haiti, and yeah, whatever. And but we went in the water and we got like sand fleas or something.
Oh no.
Where like these bugs go into your skin and then try to like burrow out later, and then you get these big like huge like mosquito bites kind of thing. And both of our legs were covered in, not covered, but like 6 to 10 bites on each leg. That took like 2 months to go away too.
Damn.
Yeah, nothing like that.
Tropical vacation. No, nothing like that. I got a mosquito bite. I was wearing sandals at an outdoor restaurant, and I got, picture me in sandals is really nice. It's a guinea treat. But yeah, I got a mosquito bite right like between my pinky toe and
oh my god.
and
you
another toe.
Sandals?
Yeah, it was my punishment for wearing sandals. It was getting a fucking mosquito bite in the worst possible spot. Because I scratched this shit out of it, but I mean, I looked like a crackhead. But yeah, that was the biggest drawback of the whole trip was one mosquito bite. Everything else, I'm happy, like safe home, because the whole time I'm like, something bad's gonna happen.
Yeah,
this is way too perfect. Everyone's having a good time. There's been a single argument. It's fun.
Wow.
Like, everybody just had a blast. We're all going out eating, drinking. I got a little bit of diarrhea, but that was par for the course. I knew that was coming.
That's normal. Wow. So like all 10 of you would go out pretty much. And
Pretty much. Like
Nothing?
there were at
Holy
least,
shit.
I think, 3 nights where we all went out for dinner and all had drinks. There was not a single tiff.
Now, did she pay for like the dinners and
Everything.
Oh my god.
We were spoiled little brats.
Oh my god.
It was incredible.
Now, was there any part of you that's like, oh, I feel kind of bad because my mom's
No,
because I'm 30 something and my mom's paying for everything. No, I know.
Nope.
I'm
There's a
not
part-
saying you should. I'm just saying I didn't know if like because when I
if I had $1 million in my bank account, she wouldn't have paid for shit.
yeah.
The fact of the matter is, like, the trip doesn't really happen unless these are the circumstances. And she knew that. She's like, that's why I'm doing it. Like, I want everyone for my birthday to come and be spoiled on my vacation. I've been coming here for years. I want to share it with you guys because I love it here.
Oh, you guys have never been down before with
No.
them?
Never.
Hmm.
And it worked. It was the greatest trip I've ever been on. Other than
Nice.
like, it maybe tied with Italy and St. Martin, but
Mhm.
family trip by far, greatest one I've ever been on.
Wow. Sounds amazing. Yeah, my trip was a little different.
Mm. We can show in pictures the difference between our two trips. Hold on, I'll pull up. Wow, why is everything white?
No, dark mode's off.
Dark mode's. Why is dark mode off? That's wow. We haven't been here in a week, and everything's different. Everything on accessibility, display, and languages. Display, dim, lights out. There we go.
Yeah. Dim sucks even.
Yeah, dim's gay.
Yeah.
There, let me pull up your picture first because you went to Los Angeles,
Mm-hmm.
which is a little different than Turks and Caicos, especially.
They have a beach there.
There's a beach.
Palm trees.
Definitely a beach.
Yeah.
Did you go to Venice Beach?
I did not go to
Bum
the beach. No.
You didn't go to the beach once?
Nope.
What did you do the whole time?
Bunch of museums. Bunch of
Did you go to the Museum of Tolerance?
I did not.
Son of a
No.
bitch.
It was kind of like far from wherever we were the whole time. And then I even brought it up to Jamie, and she was like, "What? Why?"
What do you mean, why? Because we need to be tolerant. Oh, real quick. There's a couple people who paid to say.
Yes.
A couple pay and says here. No monies, dude. Hope you had a hell of a piss, Arnold.
Thank you, no monies.
Thank you, no monies. Did have a hell of a
pee in
piss.
the ocean.
By the time I left, the ocean by Turks and Caicos consists 90% of Steve's piss. Every time I went in the ocean, I took a big piss.
Yeah, like why go to the bathroom, right? What? And like how
I would hold peas to go outside and just piss in the ocean. I'm like, you stupid fish.
Now,
Don't be
was
like piss.
your hotel like right on the ocean?
Pretty much.
Like
yeah.
you could see it out your window, kind of thing.
You want to see the room from my back deck balcony?
Oh my god!
You
You had your own back deck balcony, or this was like your mom's back deck balcony,
no.
and
My own. My own
that
back.
you shared with your 3 brothers and Caitlin.
No, I had my own fucking enormous room. I'll put. You got to see this room. It was one of the most ridiculous things
You
I've
have
ever.
a butler too.
That was St. Martin. And that was I paid for that with a Groupon. I got a butler on Groupon in 2021 because of COVID. That was awesome. No butler. Everything short of a butler.
Okay.
It was everything else. Forget it. I'm just gonna show you the whole room. Caitlin took a video of the entire room because it's one of the most ridiculous places I've ever stayed in my entire life.
Wow.
But here, Matthew Mary, what's up, my ningas? I'm on Kanye's side.
What's up, Matthew?
Hey,
Not sure
Matthew.
what Kanye's
One of our
side
newest
is.
board members right over here.
There he is.
There's the boy. What did Kanye do recently?
I'm not sure.
That was another cool thing. I missed a week's worth of shitty
Yeah.
gay news I don't care
I
about.
think I saw that he got maybe kicked out of the P. Diddy trial, but I'm not sure. I think I just saw like a YouTube, not headline, but video title, but I didn't even click it. So I'm not even sure if it was true.
All right. Well, I tentatively might be.
So you missed all the Diddy updates?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Diddy.
Oh, I just heard of a few that were really good.
We'll get into that.
Yeah.
Matthew Mowry says, my favorite word starts and ends with gunfire.
Starts with N.
And ends with gunfire.
You stopped drinking, Matt? Huh. Wow, so whole balcony. Did you get to bring marijuana there?
I did.
So, all right. I Googled Turks and Caicos marijuana laws, like how strict are they?
Yeah.
And according to like Google and the Google AI answer and Turks and Caicos, like official answers were, oh, very strict. Don't bring weed. They'll fuck you in the ass to
That's
death.
what Google does all the time.
Mhm.
I've done that for a bunch of places where it's like, oh no, like you don't even try it kind of thing.
Right.
And then you get there and you're like, oh, I could have brought a pound of weed with me and no one would have known or cared.
Oh, yeah, every time.
Every
That's
time.
why I took that with a grain of shitty salt. And I read forums like TripAdvisor and Reddit and shit where people are like, yeah, you just bring it, don't bring a pound with you.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Just kind of hide it away. And I'm like, this is what I figured. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. So I took a little container of Tums, a travel size thing of Tums. I left most of the Tums in there and I just shoved as much weed as I could fit into it as possible.
In a bag?
No. So I guess you already know what happened when I arrived at my destination.
Just weed covered Tums everywhere.
No, well, yeah, weed covered in Tums. Yeah. Because Tums, what they do when they travel and you shake them up is they break apart and they turn into this awful dust that coats everything.
Yeah.
So my genius plan worked. Got the weed into Turks, into my hotel room undetected. And I was like, oh, I'm so smart. And I popped the thing open. And first of all, the top that pops open, you can get stuff in, but you can't really get it out. So I had to take scissors and cut this container of Tums in half. And which wasn't psychopathic enough. I then take all of my weed out, and there's just the amount of Tums dust that came out of this container. It was all over the weed. Was insane. It was, and I'm just like, well, what the fuck? I'm gonna be smoking Tums now. It was coated in it.
Could you taste it?
Well, I could taste it because another genius idea I had was, well, the way Tums is processed is through saliva. So what I'll do is I'll take these nugs, pop them in my mouth, suck the Tums off.
What? That was your idea.
It worked, I think.
Oh, all right.
I mean, so I started with weed covered in Tums. I went, and then I took it out.
But then your weed's wet.
Well, it was a little wet, but it's fine because I was using those pipes. That pipe you bought me.
Yeah.
So I would break up the wet weed and just shove it in there, and you heat
Once
it up with fire.
Dries,
it's fucking fine, totally fine. Caitlin absolutely at one point did see me popping weed in my mouth and just looked at me, but didn't say anything. She must have known, like, all right, he's just doing weird shit with his fucking weed, whatever. Who cares? But it worked.
Okay,
Somehow,
all right.
some way, that did work.
Now, did you try one with the Tums dust on first?
I did.
And did you taste the Tums?
It was weird, yes.
Okay, so then
I didn't like it.
So it did work then.
Yeah, because then after that, it was just wet and, it took a little longer to light. But other than that, there was no Tums all over the weed. It was much better.
Do any of your brothers I don't know if you want to out them or whatever.
Mm-mm.
None of them.
They don't smoke anyway.
Oh.
So yeah, I didn't. It's not like I had to worry about sharing. So I didn't
You didn't have to bring that much. And
yeah, I somehow ended up with way more than I needed.
Oh,
because actually the thing is, like, I barely smoked while I was down there because it's like you don't have time to run back and forth, and it's just like, who cares? I don't need to be high. I'm in the best place ever. I'm in a suite with a fucking living room and a kitchen and a fucking balcony. It was on, and I didn't think I would love this, but it was on the ground level, which meant that you just have this little fence that opens and you walk to the pool and you walk to the beach from
out
your little
balcony,
out your back door. Yeah.
Oh my God.
It was awesome.
Huh.
And because usually I like a nice balcony where I get a big, the view of everything. But yeah,
and I don't want everyone in my business. Like if I'm sitting out there,
it was secluded. So nobody was at all walking over there. It was in the corner of the resort, so there was nothing like that happening.
Nice.
Yeah, the room was fucking beautiful. Everything was so nice. And now I'm back. And I want to fucking jump out of a fucking plane.
You've been spoiled, really.
Completely spoiled.
Like, how are you going to do another vacation now? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, when am I going to go to the Jersey Shore?
Yeah.
The fucking shitty beach and shitty fucking everything.
Rent a house with 12 other people and yeah.
And jerk off in the bathroom. Yeah, I don't want to. You're right. I'm just never going on vacation. Caitlin said that the TSA agent, some idiot put his weed in his Tums again. Yeah, I'm sure that's what they said.
I've seen I don't know if learn's the correct word, but just like I just take my weed and throw it in my bag and don't hide it at all, and nothing ever happens ever.
I believe that.
I don't know if I'm just getting lucky or whatever it is. But
I feel like they gotta want to bust your balls.
Yeah.
To bust your balls, they have to want to do that.
Mhm.
You want to see the room?
Please. Get out of here. Is this your first time walking in?
No, this was
okay.
So it's a little, the room's being used at this point. And this was the back balcony thing. I used the dining room table as my suitcase holder and where I got changed every day because I just didn't give a shit. That was the kitchen.
Full cutlery set.
Dude. Oh, that was the other crazy thing about the kitchen. So this cabinet had just like I don't know, 100 pieces of glassware. So we had everyone over our place because we'd put Charlie to bed. Everybody would come over. We'd watch the hockey game, watch the basketball game, play cards and drink. And it was a great time. 1,000 pieces of silverware and shit and glasses. It had a dishwasher. Can you guess what kind of dishwasher it had?
A beeping one?
Yeah. It had the exact one we got rid of.
No way.
I swear to fucking Christ. It was one of the first things we noticed when we got in the room. We're like, oh my God, look at dishwasher. And Caitlin opens goes, oh my God. It's the fucking dishwasher that we just got rid of that haunted us for a week.
Oh, if only it fucking stopped mid-wash and just beeped the whole time.
We didn't use it. We did not use the fucking thing because we're like, if we break somehow this thing starts beeping right as soon as we get to, it's going to ruin the whole vacation. I'm gonna be in here beating up a dishwasher like I was back at home. I mean, it's gonna be personal hell. So we just didn't use the fucking thing. But
wait, so who washed all your glasses?
I don't know. So whoever was in there doing stuff. Then you take a trip down the hallway.
Oh my God!
Lots of extra doors. There was 2 bathrooms.
And the canopy bed.
Canopy bed. Here's the master bathroom. With the jacuzzi and the shower. Well, not jacuzzi, it was just a big bath.
No jacuzzi,
and a bidet.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah. And more access to the back door balcony.
This had to cost like $75 a night.
Probably. I was thinking more 80. It was about $80 a night. But yeah, here's the you could have dinner outdoors if you want. On the outside dinner table.
God.
It's the nicest place I think I've ever fucking stayed in.
Look at the view.
And
that's the ocean, right?
Yeah. And then you just walk out that little gate and you walk past these bushes and stuff. Pool's on the left, ocean's on the right.
Oh my word.
It's the nicest place I've ever been.
Yeah. No wonder why your mom likes it so much.
Yeah. We were not a wealthy family growing up, so the fact that this is where we get to go now, it's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
We did someone did something right. My mom and Paul, best people on earth.
How did Charlie get his own room?
No, we just had him in the crib.
In the room, yeah.
And the resort, they put a crib in the room and they put a little stuffed turtle in the crib, and every night we'd put him in the crib, and when we check on him next, the turtle would be on the floor next to the crib because he would just whip it. My wife caught him once. He would pick it up, and after being in the crib for like 5-10 minutes, he would wait and sit up, blah, 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 do his thing he always does. But he would just pick up the turtle and just whip it out of the fucking crib. Like, fuck you, turtle. Get out of here. He was such a cute little plush turtle. It was very funny that he would do that. every night. He would abuse it.
He enjoyed the vacation, I assume, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you not?
Yeah. It's and yeah, I agree, Jeff Hillman. Nicest thing I've pooed on was that fucking that turlet. I had a lot of diarrhea too. I was drinking too many pina coladas and banana daiquiris one day.
God.
I was having the frozen banana daiquiris and the frozen pina coladas, and at one point it was the night after the casino night.
Oh, there's a casino down there too?
There's a glass over there on the drying rack that I stole from the Ritz-Carlton casino because
you like the
rocks glass.
Rocks glass, yeah sorry.
Stole from the Ritz-Carlton casino. There, it was a small casino.
Did they owe you? Is that why?
No, I was just having a great time.
Oh.
There was barely anyone in it, and it's a small casino. So the drinks guy was just like watching our blackjack table because me, my brothers, Caitlin, were all playing blackjack and drinking. And I would go to pick up my last sip, and he would appear in a poof of smoke next to me, and he would go, "Would you like another one?" I'd be like, "Yes, sir, please."
Wow.
So I had about, I don't know, 6 to 8 free Crown Royals and ginger ale.
And that's like in Vegas, even they give you like the plastic little thin cup or whatever.
Shit
that's
cup. That glass over there is heavy.
That's what you'd get at a nice bar.
Yeah.
Kind of place. Yeah.
It was very nice.
Oh my God.
I walked out of that casino up $50.
Holy shit.
Never happens. I always just lose.
That's like being up $550, really, because you're
Yeah.
expecting to lose 500.
But yeah, that night I fucked 100 Crown Royals and a bunch of booze and then some banana daiquiris, and I ate the grilled wahoo at dinner, and the next day I drank one banana daiquiri and I was on the fucking toilet for the rest of the night. I just on and off, and I was like, all right, I think I overdid it. I can cut back on these tropical drinks.
Yeah, did the pina coladas in Puerto Rico, but never the banana daiquiri. Oh, but you're a big banana fan. That's why.
Big banana fan. I put big bananas in me. But yeah, that was paradise.
Mm-hmm.
So as I'm there, I go on my phone at one point. I look at Twitter and I see, oh, look what Garrett's up to.
Yeah, I checked into my hotel. Sadly, I didn't take a tour of my room. Typical kind of hotel room, not that great. It was like, I don't know, the building was like a triangle shape or something. So they tried to fit in rooms anywhere they could. So like each floor, there were like intersecting hallways all throughout the floor, and they were just like rooms crammed in the corners, and we were in one of the corners. So like the bed's facing this way, but then the TV's over there, kind of, the weird thing. And then you open the bathroom door, and the door it barely scrapes the front of the toilet. Like that's how small it was. But otherwise, it was, it was clean.
Same as mine.
Yeah,
Pretty
much the same.
Slight difference in square footage. That's about it. Everything else is the same.
But I did take a video.
Wait, did your mommy buy your hotel room?
No.
Oh, my mommy did.
Yeah.
That's why I was in the nicest hotel room I've ever been in.
We did actually, you know what? I'm wrong. My dad's girlfriend got us the hotel room with her points.
Oh, your daddy, your stepmommy.
My daddy's mommy.
Yeah. Oh, so your stepmommy, same deal.
Yeah, so she got us.
You still said thanks, mommy, when you got into the room.
But we were overlooking the Kyoto Gardens that were in the backyard of it. Yeah.
The Kyoto Gardens. What is them?
It's like an event space kind of. So there was this Japanese kind of garden with, I want to say like a koi pond, but there weren't any koi fish in it. And then like a waterfall, like an artificial waterfall, and like a little fake river going around. It was kind of nice. I did not. No.
Missed opportunity.
I did.
You didn't change the demographics of water to piss in the area you were in? Because I did.
No.
Now there's more piss than water in that ocean. Just straight banana daiquiri pee.
But I did take a video of my lobby, which was a pretty nice lobby.
Very fancy lobby.
Look, it's pretty roomy.
Yeah, look at this. Very nice.
The bar, TV, some scragglers walking around. And then you go outside,
Beautiful hallway, beautiful people.
and there's
Oh, look at this.
35 police lights and 25 cop cars all lined up blocking the road.
The sights and sounds of paradise.
Like literally 1 block behind the camera was where the riots were happening. Like,
oh my God.
not even just like on that street, like 1 block, and that's where all the people were. I'm not sure why they blocked off this road. Maybe just to keep people out of it. I'm not sure, but yeah, then they just.
Okay. Did you walk through it? Oh, helicopter.
Yeah,
That sounds peaceful.
it does.
Relaxing.
It was, yeah, especially outside our hotel room.
So I don't understand. Did you get to pull up a beach chair right here and sip a pina colada while the helicopters flew by?
I didn't know. We were stuck in the hotel and couldn't go out to dinner, so we had to eat at the hotel restaurant, which was pretty shitty. Where they 20% is automatically added to the bill for a gratuity. And it's like, then what's the point of doing good service if we're paying 20% no matter what?
So wait, you couldn't leave the hotel?
How could we leave?
Or make a right.
No, like all to the right was like, it was all blocked off. Nothing. There was nothing. Yeah.
So you were just trapped in this fucking hotel?
Yeah.
Did you tell the cops, hey, I'm on vacation and you're completely inconveniencing me? Please move aside. I'd like to go to Pink's Hot Dog Hut.
The thing was, Jamie was kind of a little bit nervous at first. And she was like, I don't want, we didn't know if we could get back, or she didn't want to go out or walk around. So we just decided to stay. And we got in, I don't know, like 9:30 in California time. So it was, kind of late already. So yeah. So we just stayed in and I had a shitty burger with shitty fries.
Is that how you ordered it? I love the shitty burger. What do you want as a side? The shitty fries. Or I don't know. Is there a shitty mixed vegetable I can get? No, I'll just stick with the shitty fries.
But
at least you tip. I think they understand. Like, was the service great?
It was fine. They were attentive.
Because I feel like some places that add the gratuity automatically, it's one of two things. Either the place sucks and they know people aren't going to tip. So like, no, you are tipping, it's included. Or they have a certain clientele that comes in. So, or not even that. It's LA. I'm sure there's a lot of international travelers that go there.
Yeah.
A lot of people from foreign lands don't fucking tip. It's not a thing.
That's a good point.
Where they come from. So I can understand a hotel restaurant being like, no, we're including the tip in this because most of you,
You're right. There were a lot of big like Asian groups that were signing in when we were leaving. And also there was a lot of like during the week, like reporters and cameramen staying at the hotel because it was right next to the riots. And we'd like get in an elevator and they'd all just be like, hey. They just like were so beaten down. They were sick of walking around filming these things and covering these people rioting and looting.
Oh, it's a tough life. And to watch people do stuff.
But luckily, when we got to the airport, we took the flyaway bus, which is like a bus that goes to Union Station, which is kind of right by our hotel. But then it was like, 15-minute walk from Union Station. And we're like, oh, I'll do it. But Jamie's like, let's just take an Uber just to be safe. And luckily, like right before this whole police lineup of cars, like we got in like a half hour before that. So we could pull in. Like our Uber driver was like, I don't know what streets we're going to have to be. We're going to have to go to get there and blah, blah, blah. And then he went the direct way and it worked. But then half an hour later, it was this.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Los Angeles. City of Angels, they call it.
It is.
You can hear their siren song.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, so all night you just heard the helicopters flying around, the siren. There was like a few scraggler protesters. I don't know why they were over there since no one else was over there, but she had like a fuck ice sign.
I don't even know what they're protesting, and I don't care.
They're protesting
ice. They're protesting something to do with Trump
ice
and immigration.
raids.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't give a shit.
I know.
It's not working. If anything, just the sight of them makes me go, whatever it is you're against, I'm for it.
Yeah.
I'm now 100% in on whatever you are. You're causing this, so I don't like the thing you're doing. I think it's stupid.
But luckily, like, it kind of helped us out in the long run. Like,
oh, were you about to be deported?
We were, and they helped us. Yeah. No, these this lineup of cop cars, whatever, that was gone by the next morning, never reappeared again. But then, like, because of the rioting and looting, there was really no traffic. So we could call an Uber and Uber would get to us quick and fly down. And, you know, like, we heard all about the LA traffic and it was like, oh, no, it wasn't that bad. And even coming back, yeah.
That's lucky. Oh, so you lucked out.
Kind of.
The riots helped you out. You didn't have to sit in traffic.
Like, we didn't really get affected by them, except that one video right in the beginning where it was like, oh God, what hell are we in? But then after that, it cleared out and we really didn't run into any problems.
Surprised you didn't go to the riot. Throw a Molotov cocktail. Like, hey, I'm on vacation. I'm going to do what the locals do. I'm not one of these suckers that falls in for the tourist traps.
Yeah, I'm going to do what locals do.
I'm Anthony Bourdain. I do the stuff the locals do. I'm no reservations Garrett. I'm going to go throw a stink bomb at a cop.
Yeah, it was pretty nice.
Should we go through your photo?
Sure.
Let's go through your slides.
I'll point out some things.
We're all sitting in Garrett's.
So this is Grand Central Market, where, I don't know.
Looks beautiful.
Have you been to Philly? They have like the Reading Market and then other, I forget the names of other cities markets, but you know, it's like kind of a bunch of like food carty kind of stuff, but inside the building. So it's like kind of unique food that you can't get anywhere else, but like smaller restaurant kind of thing. Yeah. So this one was super shitty.
Yeah.
It was like half full. Everything, this is like typical Los Angeles. Like, all the buildings are like from the 60s and old, but never been updated before. Now, I don't know if you could see, but there's a homeless man doing yoga.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. Just right across the street from us.
Homeless yoga. Yeah. What is he doing?
He was like on his back and like lifting his legs.
Sure, you're not trying to push out a poo? Those heroin guys, they don't poo.
No.
It gets all stuck up inside.
He
looks like he's trying to birth a large turd. Maybe one that's been in there a few weeks. Charlie got constipated after the plane ride. I don't know if that one has anything to do with the other, but it was only for like a day.
Oh, okay.
And then the next day, he had a tail hanging off his back. He looked like he shit out a fucking softball. It was very funny. He was standing by...
it's so weird how opposite you guys are.
It really is incredible.
Yeah.
He gets stopped up. I can't stop shitting.
And you guys kind of eat the same stuff.
Kind of.
For dinner maybe,
like,
but not during.
He mostly during the day. For like breakfast and lunch. He eats. Oh, that's another crazy thing. I ate fucking breakfast for a week straight. I never eat breakfast.
Was it like at the hotel breakfast kind of thing?
Yeah, it was like the buffet, and it was all so good.
Oh my God.
I was eating bacon, eggs, cream of wheat, waffles, cinnamon buns, croissants. I was loading up every morning. Were
you even hungry?
No. Yeah. But then you walk in there and you smell the food, and once it's in front of you, all of a sudden you're fucking starving.
Yeah.
And yeah, I would clear like 1 or 2 plates every morning. I would just walk to the beach all bloated, like, oh my God. How am I going to finish my banana daiquiris? It was, I gained some weight. Finally. I finally broke the barrier. That's all I needed to break this plateau and gain about 5 pounds was drinking those sugary booze drinks in the morning every day. Because I was getting them at like 11 a.m.
Oh my God.
And just at 7, 8, 9 a.m. eating humongous breakfasts and just putting my body to the test.
Now, was it one of those like the European breakfasts kind of where it's like tons of selections and like cold cuts and yogurts and things to put on top of the yogurts and all that stuff. Yeah,
everything.
Yeah.
They even had an omelet man.
Yep.
That Paul, the stepdad, he knows by name and like they're buddies. Oh, I'm gonna go see the omelet man. They're best friends. I didn't get anything from the omelet man because I was like too quick. I was like, I don't have time to get special things in my eggs.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna go to the eggs container, take the eggs, throw a shit ton of bacon on top of it, and that's my eggs.
Oh, they had scrambled eggs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't need anything special. I had 5 other things I was putting on my plate. I didn't need fucking cool eggs. I just needed I would take oatmeal to be a little healthy. Kind of.
Oh, nice.
I would throw brown sugar all over it because they just had it in a thing next to it, and it would melt, and it was so goddamn good. Yeah, I might have gained 100 pounds, but I lost it all in diarrhea.
Nice.
But anyway, oh, and rice pudding. Yeah, I had rice pudding for breakfast. I put brown sugar on that too.
Nice.
I had sugary sugar pudding.
Oh my God. After your oatmeal sugar?
Yep.
Yeah.
I would have both in the plate because I was like, the oatmeal is to help stop me up. And the rice pudding or the cream of wheat, that just tastes good. I'm just gonna have both of those things. But anyway, back to LA. Was there anything more with this picture?
Yeah, that was just one side that like we were sitting down outside, kind of on the street, eating I got a breakfast burrito from some Spanish place. It was pretty good. And then I think the next picture is just that's the inside of the market. Nothing special, nothing good.
Are those the Asians?
Yeah.
Those are the LA Asians you speak of.
Now, I don't know if you could, but that sign that says sausages right to the, oh no, keep going up. The Egg Slut is like
Egg Slut,
the name of this egg place. Everyone's raves about it. And Jamie got an egg.
Yeah, they fuck the eggs.
I don't know. That's the thing. And we felt like she didn't even really like it that much. I think it's just like has a catchy name and it's fun to write in articles. So people write about it.
Yeah, a bunch of guys came in these eggs. Yeah, fucking egg slut. Eggs.
So yeah, I pass on the Egg Slut. We just went there one time now, but yeah, the kind of crappy place. Nothing. That was more another view of it.
Beautiful.
But just like
that beautiful sidewalk.
This was like the whole tone of Los Angeles. It's just all these kind of 60, 70-year-old from the 60s and 70s buildings that have never been updated. And half of them are like empty or vacated or they're boarded up. And this was like the day after the first riot. So it wasn't like there was that much stuff going on yet. So I think it was just the way it is.
I like the idea of everything being old though. Like but you gotta like keep it
up, yeah. But but also good. That the era isn't a good era to keep old. Like the 60s and 70s was kind of just like square, boring colors and I don't know, shitty construction.
Hollywood,
yeah,
that was the glamour 60s and well, I guess not really. But look at this.
Look at that.
That's a building.
That's the Broad Museum.
The Broad.
The Broad.
Hey, I want to see the Broad. I came in the eggs.
I want to say this architect Geary designed it, but I could be wrong. But yeah.
Geary?
Geary.
Oh, Geary.
I think that's his name. But yeah, this was Jamie had got it's a free museum to go to.
This building looks all fucked up.
And it has
I should use that as my wallpaper.
You should.
It's got a good design.
It does, yeah.
It really fucks your eyes up looking at it.
And yeah, it's a free museum and it's like contemporary art.
Oh, my favorite. Contemporary art.
Same.
How many did you walk up to a lot of paintings and go, this one speaks to me?
There were some
I
that were like
the artist is going for. The tale of a tortured soul yearning for a better life in a different time.
I wish
N-word.
I could get that much out of a painting. But mostly it would be like, do you know Roy Lichtenstein?
Personally?
the artist. He kind of does those like comic book art.
Oh.
With it's like the little dots.
Yeah.
And it kind of going up there, you're like, how did he make every fucking little dot so perfectly circle.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like I was trying to figure out, but no, there was no answer to my questions. Like, did he use a stencil or something? But yeah, I threw a few pictures.
Artist
in there.
magic.
So now this was like what she signed up for. Is it now loading?
This was in the Broad.
Yeah, you got to spend.
You're in the Broad right now.
You got to spend 1 minute in here.
They timed you in the tiny room. I mean, it is quite a sight.
Mirror room. Yeah.
You're in circles really fast, make yourself dizzy, and then look around and vomit.
But it was kind of cool, but you need to stay in there for a little bit longer, like a minute. You're just like,
How are you supposed to finish in a minute?
yeah.
Everybody's trying to fuck in that room. I mean, it sounds very like echoey, and like if a fart in that room would
Oh,
have
my
sounded
God,
awesome.
I wish. I didn't even think of that. That would have been perfect.
You could have
We're in
recorded-
there by ourselves and just.
See, that's kind of sounded like what it would have sounded like. Oh, they just open the door and ruin your time.
Yeah.
Oh,
So that's
wow.
a Liechtenstein.
That's him?
That's one of his. Yeah.
Wow, this speaks to me.
But I
Because
know
some
what
of
you're
it's
saying.
red.
It looks like a Frank Lloyd Wright.
Yep. It looks like Bob Sheen. Derrickson.
Now I think, like if you zoom in, maybe you could see the dots. No, maybe it wasn't.
No, no dots there. There's some dots.
Yeah.
Wow, you're telling me this guy did these by hand? No fucking way.
That's what I'm saying, right? No
Nuh-uh.
way.
They're too
The
dotty.
two perfectly spaced out. Now go to the top kind of top left corner of the
top left.
here we go. Now
Blue.
it was like a smudge right here. And I was like, you couldn't fix that?
Did you call over the curator and go, excuse me, excuse me, there's a smudge.
You're ruining my experience.
There's a smudge.
There's a smudge in the corner.
I have my magnifying glass here, and if you look through, I can see a smudge.
But like this is like a perfect straight line drawing, but also like look at the black line going to the top. It doesn't reach the top.
What do you think he meant by that?
I think he got lazy or fucked up. I
No,
don't know.
it's art. He meant something by all of it.
I probably, yeah, I was guessing maybe it
Some
was.
things don't always make it to the top,
I was
and
thinking
some things are smudged.
maybe it was in a frame that covered it up, and that's why. But no,
When I was just a boy, my mother smudged me. It's as illustrated in this painting.
she said not everything makes it to the top.
What I meant by all of this. Now, to the layman, or to the lame man, this probably just looks like a bunch of lines and some colors.
Yeah.
But that's because you're retarded.
Yes.
This is high art. There's a lot of meaning to it. I just said the top corner represents
Yeah.
unfinished dreams and
Mhm.
youthful whimsy, while the red side is a strong strong sense of lust and coming in a butt.
Wow.
And then the yellow on the bottom is the P after
After your butt sex.
after all the lusty butt sex. You have a brown P. It's kind of it sprays in different directions. That's why if you looked really closely at the bottom corner, you see this black line goes in two different directions.
Mhm.
Where the yellow meets. That's to signify the P
Wow, you should have been there.
splitting after a long lusty butt sex session.
I'm learning about this painting. Yeah.
Yeah, no, like I said, if you're really dumb, you wouldn't get that. You just think this is
Oh,
just
look,
lines and colors, and the
Colors
guy
and boxes.
art's the biggest fucking money laundering scam in human history. But no, smart people know what we're looking at. Oh, like look at this.
Yeah.
Look at these shiny things.
Tulips.
Are they?
Kind of.
Look like
They're
marshmallows.
flowers, you know, with their stems and they're laying on the ground.
No, I think they're marshmallows.
Okay, they're marshmallows.
Again, this is with the theme of youthful whimsy.
Mhm. How do you feel about the black painting?
This one's called Scribble Scrabble. And it's a tale of rage in a world black and white, a man who wants color. Yeah, and as you can tell by the smudges in the middle, He just it's a bunch of scribble scrabble.
Wow, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, the middle is where all the rage concentrates and things get smeared and lines blurred. And you don't know which way you're looking anymore because you're just so taken by your emotions.
Yeah, I'm trying to focus on one thing, but then the scribbles take me off and let me imagine someplace else.
Yeah, that painting's probably worth somewhere in the hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Probably. I would maybe even more. The Liechtenstein is definitely worth millions.
And what we're looking at is something Charlie just did 2 hours ago. I swear to God, he just did this with crayons.
Save it.
I'm going to hang it up somewhere. My son is a millionaire painter, just like this guy. See, it's blurry. Oh, no.
Now it's coming into focus.
That one's captivating because it's looks like he started painting, like he was actually painting something and just gave up and threw a whole bunch of shit on there. Fuck it, I fucked that. I'm just going to fucking splatter paint everywhere. I was drawing lines. This was supposed to be a thing. I fucked it up. Now it's that. Art's great. I love going to art museums.
This was why I took a picture of just because it's just a big black square with some texture in it.
Yeah, look, it's maybe those are the hills and valleys of LA, California. I don't know what that is.
I don't know.
Wrinkly ball sack.
Yeah.
That one's called Dad's Sack.
I paid my dad to drag his sack over this painting.
The story of a man's entire life through the eyes of his son. Oh, look. Oh, it's Steve and Turks. That's the Steve and Turks and Caicos painting. I'm vomiting and shitting. I shit out a whole skull.
While you were shitting, yeah. Yeah, and I should have taken a bigger picture because this was like a whole panorama kind of thing. And to the right, there was like a guy grabbing a little girl by the pigtails and like fucking her in the ass in a silhouette. It was, and then there were other like pedophilia kind of things in it. It was really strange.
Oh, good. That's what everybody wants to see.
Yeah.
When they're at the Broad, pedophile cartoons.
Yeah.
I guess that's how you can get away with it. Just go, well, it's art.
It's art. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's art. I sold this art to a bunch of pedos for a bunch of money. It's all on their hard drives.
It's just a silhouette.
Yeah. Grow up. That kid's not gonna. You grow up.
That kid's not gonna.
Yeah, you should. Honestly, I'm glad you didn't take the pictures of that. You don't even want that on your phone.
No, no.
You don't even want this on your phone. This is Michael Jackson holding a monkey.
Bubbles.
Bubbles.
Yeah, that's his monkey's name.
This is who made this?
I have no idea.
Well, it's very creepy.
It is.
I don't like his eyes.
No. Yeah, very like ventriloquist dummy eyes, kind of.
They feel like, as I'm looking at it right now, like they're gonna move and look right at me.
Yeah, not sure the reason behind this and why you would do it.
Oh, it's the king of pop.
I guess true.
You obviously have to make a fucking weird ass statue of him. It's very unsettled. Like they picked the worst the whitest, worst version of MJ to make a fucking statue of with his stupid monkey.
I guess Neverland was in California, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's from California.
Oh, look.
It's just one of those shiny things.
Shiny.
And then there was a shiny dog behind it too.
Bunny and a dog. There's a lady looking at you like, what the fuck? Why are you taking pictures of the shiny bunny? What is this?
Now, this was like the same room that we were in with the flashing and everything. This was like were holes in the side.
Did you stick anything in the holes?
Once again, even though this was just like in the museum, you only had a minute to do it. Andy Warhol.
Oh, everybody knows Andy.
Yeah.
Clam chowder. Hey, again, this is like millions and millions of dollars.
I know.
I believe all
probably tens of millions for those.
The CIA rumors of him, of Andy Warhol.
Oh yeah.
That his art became famous and he was,
they pumped him up.
They pumped him so that he could get in with all these celebrities and I don't know, fuck him.
Same with I've heard that about Jackson Pollock. You know, the guy that just does this paint splatters all over.
Yeah, cum shots.
Yeah, the cum shot painter. Yeah, same thing. That's us in front of the Disney Philharmonic Concert Hall. The LA Philharmonic is called the Disney Philharmonic or something, and that's where they play their concerts. Now that's a building designed by Geary, and I think
Geary.
Oh,
it's a nice building. It's all curvy and metal. I'm sure the acoustics in there are beautiful.
Great,
because all probably perfectly designed to hear the slightest little of a violin.
The famous story about the LA Philharmonic was they were doing auditions and they didn't like who they were picking. So they're like, we're going to do blind auditions where we'll have the judges that they can't see anybody, but they can hear everything because we have too many white and Asian people in this Philharmonic. So they did blind auditions.
Oh, boy.
Then picked all Asians and white people.
How did I know that was going to happen?
And we're like, okay, no, we're not doing auditions at all. We're just going to pick who we want to be in them.
Yeah, no auditions. We're just picking blacks. The sound test really backfired, and we got more Asians than ever. We're just doing a new audition where we just ask people, "Are you black? Come right in.
Come right in, please."
Oh, you play guitar? We'll fit you in.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
That's a bass guitar.
Acoustic guitar.
We'll fit you in. We'll fit you in. What is this?
We went to the I always want to say Museum of Natural History because that's what it is here, but it's the Natural History Museum. It's like just keep it all the same.
And they let you eat food scraps off the ground?
This was the butterfly exhibit.
Oh
yeah.
You ate the butterflies.
We ate the butterflies.
Nice.
So we went in there and
oh God.
They put rotting fruit out.
Not the rotting fruit. These butterflies in the middle, they look like shitty moths.
Yeah.
The shitty moth exhibit. You got one pretty butterfly, and then the rest of them are just yeah.
There was a lot of them that when they have their wings together in the tree, it looks like half of an owl's face, like with the owl eye and stuff. It was kind of cool.
Were you scared? Did you go, oh my God, an owl? Oh fuck! Honey, look out! Oh, don't worry. It's just a butterfly with really good camouflage.
And that was another one.
Oh, pretty.
Yeah.
Is that what you said? You pointed at it.
Pretty.
Jamie, look, pretty butterfly. It's pretty. It's Triceratops.
Yeah, this was inside the
Charlie would have went nuts for that.
Museum. It was crazy. They had huge skeletons, kind of rivaled the Museum of Natural History in New York with the size of the skeletons and the things they had, and just tons of dinosaurs everywhere.
That's a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
That is good one.
That's a Velociraptor. Can't see the ones in the back. It's probably like an Apatosaurus or a Brontosaurus or maybe I don't know, like a Carnosaurus. I know so many dinosaurs.
I think you made that last one.
Brachiosaurus. A Truckosaurus Rex.
Thank God Brontosaurus got its name back.
Changed its name?
Yeah, they changed its name for a little while, like 15 years ago, and was like, no, it's not a Brontosaurus anymore. And then I don't know if they found like skeletons that like now there's two different ones and there are Brontosauruses, or they just was like, no, everyone likes the name Brontosaurus. And
yeah, what do you get to change that?
Yeah.
Stop doing Pluto stuff to dinosaurs.
This was just one of the exhibits that
put on a puppet show here.
Kind of trippy. One of the dioramas.
I had diorama for 3 days after all the pina coladas and banana daiquiris.
Then I went to an Angels game.
Wow, the best team in California.
Oh my God.
Other than the Athletics.
Guess who they played?
No fucking
yeah.
You saw a real clash of California fucking hot teams.
Totally.
Who won?
The Angels, they were down like 3-0 and came back to win in maybe the eighth inning, I think.
Oh, that's exciting baseball.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
How is the Angels Anaheim Stadium compared to the New York stadiums?
I've only been to Citi Field. pales in comparison to City Field.
Really?
Like no specialty food items at all. Just kind of like the angel dog, which is just a hot dog.
No, it's an angel dog.
Yeah. And a lot of people had like pizza. There was a lot of pizza stands. People would get like, I don't know if it was a slice in the box, but it was like kind of a big, like their own personal pizza or something. It seemed kind of weird.
No, you need to have pizza at a baseball game.
You do?
Have you ever seen the Here Comes the Pizza clip?
No.
Really?
I don't think so.
You have to have pizza at baseball games.
We got some angel dogs and some peanuts.
Is that in the next picture?
I don't think so.
You didn't take pictures of the angel dogs? No, you didn't.
No.
Hold on. Let's just yeah, what is an angel dog?
An angel dog is literally just a hot dog that they call an angel dog. Fuck that. Yeah. And then I was like, I was talking to someone about it. Hold up.
Oh. Well, no, tell me more.
I was talking to someone about it. I'm like, yeah, because isn't like the Dodger dog, isn't that something special? And they're like, no, it's just a hot dog.
What?
Like, why is it called a Dodger dog? I mean, the angel dog, maybe. I don't think it was a foot long. Maybe
a yard.
It was longer than a
yard long hot dog.
It was longer than a normal hot dog, but still, it was just a hot dog. Like I thought there'd be some little topping on it or something.
Angel food cake.
An onion ring for the halo.
Angel's food cake on the hot dog. It's an angel dog.
Something.
I'd try that. Sweet, savory.
Mm-hmm.
Cover it in mustard.
No, we got there and we like walked around the whole stadium looking for food. And maybe there was like on the first level, there might have been like some sort of sushi place or something, but like a one-off kind of thing, you know? Nothing, there was no...
Well, Garrett, in California...
Like, why isn't there In and Out in there?
In California, they take baseball seriously.
I guess so.
It's not a fucking foodie hotspot. You're there to watch some fucking balls hit some mitts.
I guess so.
That's it. You're not there to fucking hang out at the donut delicatessen with chicken sandwiches covered in hot sauce. No.
Because you're going to be distracted from the game.
And the angel dog is just a hot dog. You put mustard or ketchup, maybe both. That's it.
Yeah.
The love of the game is what the name of it is.
The stadium has that like fake rock structure kind of in like left center field.
Yeah, it does.
That's about it.
Hit a home run to the rocks.
Yeah.
It's like, woo. Did anybody hit a home run? Do they do fireworks there? I think they do fireworks.
I don't think anyone hit a home run. No.
Fuck.
I couldn't believe Mike Trout's still on the fucking team.
Yeah.
They blow and they can't get rid of Mike. They can't trade Mike Trout or something.
I think he's the only player they pay $1 jillion.
Has to be.
Because he's obviously, I think he's wanted to, leave to be on a championship team.
Oh, because his stats were pretty good.
His stats are always good. He's always great. But I think, like I said, he's the only player they can afford to pay. Because, well, at one point they did have Shohei Ohtani and him.
But then what happened? They just couldn't afford him?
Shohei wanted to go to the Dodgers and make more money. But Trout's like a lifer angel.
Yeah.
So he's taking that team for all the money they got. At least that's what I think. But let's take a little interlude from Vacation Talk. The entire Here Comes the Pizza affair. So this was years ago. Oh my God, it was an Angel game. I didn't even realize that. I just remember it's in Boston. So it's at Fenway Park.
Okay.
And here, just have a look. I'm going to go get another beer. You want another beer?
I'll grab it.
No, you watch. You watch.
Coming to you from Rogers Center. Popped up. Left side, ranging is Cabrera. Now coming is Anderson. And interfered with, no. Into the stands, the umpire ruling Tim Timmons and one beverage less than they had before.
Wow, what's he got now? He's got mud on him and an alcoholic beverage. I think he made a good call here as he, let's see, how does this happen? It wasn't even him. Oh, wow, it's Buddy. Oh, what did it do? What was that came flying in?
I'm not so sure that was a mistake, which on his shoulder. It looks like somebody may have thrown some stuff on him just to add insult to injury.
I thought he rolled in the mud before he came to the game, but no, that's not correct. He got hit with some type of sub sandwich or something. You want to throw something?
There we go.
Sneak peek, it was pizza.
Well, he's the Pepsi fan of the game until he gets thrown out.
The Pepsi fan of the game.
Strike 3. J.D. Drew's gone. Red Sox end up down on strikes. 7-1 Boston.
He's still fighting people.
Half the game for W.B. Mason's extra innings with Tom Garrett and Jim Rice. They'll bring the analysis of all the reaction to Josh Beckett's performance today, including the clubhouse reaction, plus a preview of the schedule. Between innings, we did some investigative reporting on who and what was thrown at that gentleman, and that gentleman has been ejected, but it was an ugly, ugly sight. And I don't know why it was necessary. Now watch. I can't circle. I don't have my telestrator today, but here comes a pizza. See it? Oh, jeez.
Highly unnecessary.
That was the Patriots jacket, and of course he's been asked to leave the ball game for ruining a good piece of pizza. So let's get beer all over it. And here comes
Some pizza.
Here comes the pizza.
I wonder why did he do that? Because he thought he was interfering with a play? I mean, it seemed totally unnecessary.
Just now getting the pizza off him.
God, he was hot for a while, but I think the pizza thrower.
The pizza thrower got kicked out?
Yep.
And he seemed to cool off a little bit. But I'd be kind of ticked off myself if somebody fired a pepperoni pizza at me.
Now, J.C. Romero is into the game here to pitch the 8th.
It's still going?
Provoked.
Yeah.
Too.
It really did.
Just let it fly.
We can't get enough of
One
it.
more look in slow motion if we can. And here's the Patriot. Here it comes.
I'm going to throw my pizza.
So the only thing, he didn't hit him with the cheese side. It hit him with
Sauce first.
That was an awful sight here at Fenway, and that is not tolerated in this ballpark.
Yeah,
he has been
Fenway.
ejected and never again allowed to buy pizza.
Not so friendly. As Cabrera leads it
You
off.
see the latest Red Sox jerseys?
The yellow
I
things.
mean, think
And
about
the
how much
green
it costs
ones?
for a
Yep.
pizza. Yep. I mean, would you just
Are
fire
those
some guy?
new?
I personally would not. No.
Yeah,
Because he's been
that's
That's a City
their
Connect?
city thing that they do. Yeah,
Oh,
it's everybody thinks bright fucking piss yellow. when they
Yeah.
think Boston Red Sox.
makes no sense.
Yeah, I don't
Call
like
the Red Sox. Just be red.
most of those. I think are stupid, but
Yeah.
but anyway.
Angel City Connect was a tank top.
What?
Yeah, it's just like a wife beater.
Really?
They didn't play in it, but they kept showing an ad for it, like Angel City Connect. Oh, it was
Tank top.
that's on the Jumbotron constantly. They were showing it.
Maybe they were selling a tank top.
Maybe that's what it was.
Because I'm not seeing a
Okay,
tank
I was
top.
I was like, oh my god, I want to see what they fucking look like playing in a tank top.
Joey Dago wants to know: did you bring him home any riot?
No riot. No, sorry.
No riot for Joey. Well, anyway, what's
Then
this?
I went to Felipe's, the
the French dip.
the creator of the French dip sandwiches.
Wow, I owe that man a lot.
I know.
I love
And
me a French dip.
it was a fine sandwich, but I don't know, like the dipping sauce wasn't. I've had better, and I don't know if it was like how people that grow up on Taco Bell think Taco Bell is the best Mexican food they ever had and don't really like the real stuff. But like, I don't know if this was the real dipping sauce, and I didn't really like it because I'm used to like whatever crappy place I've gone in. But it was okay. It was nothing wrong with it, but it wasn't like usually that dipping sauce is like, oh my God, I can't get enough of this kind of thing. And it really was. And
The au jus.
when it came, it didn't come with dipping sauce. And I was like, wait, it doesn't come with dipping sauce? And she's like, oh, you want some extra? And I was like, yeah, okay. Like that's the whole point of the sandwich.
Did you grab her by the wrist, drag her outside, and point at the sign and say, "See that word? Dip. French dipped." I guess they dip it for you.
Dip it for
That's what
you.
everybody wants. They want it pre-dipped.
Yeah.
So you don't even know how much dip you got. Dip.
No. Yeah, it was fine.
Did you call her a dipshit bitch? And then say, "See what I did there?"
And the next is the picture of the sandwich. Nothing spectacular. It was not
man,
even
yeah.
that great, big.
That's some fucking plain Jane meat you got going on
Yeah.
there. Your phone's ringing.
Uh-oh.
You got to take out
Hello, who is it?
Oh, it's Gino Biscane. Hi, Gino.
What are you doing? Hi, Bev. Hi, Beverly's lawyer.
What's happening?
Yeah, what's cracking?
I have absolutely nothing. I just wanted to say hi. So good to. I just put you on. Like I was, I had to teach my class today. I lost the garbage can gig. You're all caught up.
What?
They're gone.
Gene, do I look good in my bright green shirt? I've gained weight.
See, I missed this. I'll tell you what, you don't look bright in your green shirt.
So now I'm fat and stupid.
See, I missed this.
What have you been
You
up to all
both
week?
are
Getting in
very
fights with
good.
lawyers?
I didn't get into a fight with a lawyer, did I? Oh, Ricada. He's not really a lawyer.
Oh, yeah?
Well, I mean,
We'll see
he
if
is,
that
but
holds
he's
up in
not.
court.
Well, you got dumb as a beat. You hit the ground running. This is good stuff.
What happened with Keanu and I want to say Graham Hancock?
I don't know why you want to say that. That's not it.
I want me to have said that. Keanu, what happened with you and that Graham Hancock guy?
I can't imagine that
That's-
generated something. So
I'm not saying I have a small penis,
That means-
but when Keanu jerks me off, she calls it a Graham Hancock. Baby, I got one in. Baby, I got one. They liked it.
I think that's the first joke you told about masturbation that didn't involve your brother.
Well, you'll be happy to know, like, we did the stream Friday and I had no good lines. And he's like, thank God. And Peter literally goes, thank God Steve is on vacation. You're really letting him down. I've never been more proud to be bombing.
You know, that's why I was so sad and had a shit vibe on Friday. It wasn't because I was going home the next day. It's because you were making shitty masturbation jokes about your brother.
Yeah.
I was shoehorning in jerk off jokes. They were terrible.
Sounds like you.
See, this is what we missed. Aren't you glad to be back?
Yeah.
And the Graham Hancock thing,
No.
I can't even explain the Graham Hancock Keanu thing.
Okay.
Some fucking dopey Jew. But again, it's Dabbleverse shit that I don't want to. I don't want to go on your stream and infect it. You guys are pretty good at
okay.
this. You know what I mean?
What'd you call in for?
To do the Graham Hancock joke, but like we rehearsed.
simply put, a misogynist with a Napoleon complex
Whatever.
hijacked my evening for 5 hours for nothing.
I can even shorten it.
Hey, she get mouthy over there?
Jew. What an angry little Jew. By the way, I'm starting to think Dave Smith does not like the Jews.
He is the Jews.
No, but he's yeah. He was
Like
going
he
well, he doesn't like Trump now and doesn't like the Jews that much because they bombed Iran. I
good.
don't know.
That's kind of going around.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got
Yeah.
fooled today.
But by the internet.
By the internet would tricking me. Some like Iranian, or what I thought was like a real like government Iranian
Yeah.
account posted a video of buildings in Tel Aviv like burning that got hit by a missile from Iran, and it was like a waving hand like, hey, Tel Aviv. And I was like, damn, they're like,
Wow, the taunting
they're
people.
beef talking shit.
Yeah.
It's like Drake versus Kendrick Lamar, except it's Iran and Israel, and it's on the internet. But it was, I got tricked by the internet yet again.
Oh.
It wasn't a real Iranian government account. It was some guy who was just goofing off. He was making fun of the Israels.
Real Graham Hancock motherfucker.
Is that what's his name?
Who?
Me.
Graham Hancock.
No, this fucking Jew that said he had all this shit on Nick
You say it
Ricada,
like
and then he went live and started shitting on Mersch and some other guy. It was weird.
Oh God. All right. Sorry.
Yeah,
I
now we're
asked.
getting into. I don't
Yeah,
know.
you are. I'm sorry.
I thought
I
it was a
wasn't-
nice thing. Like I just saw this thing where like Keanu was promoting she's going to be on Graham Hancock show, and then the next day it was like,
It's not his
"Fuck
name.
you guys! What the fuck? Keanu's a
Yeah.
bitch, and Graham sucks a dick." And I was like, well, I don't know.
Oh, so they
I-
definitely met.
Yeah.
I never heard of Graham Hancock, and his real name is fucking what's his name just popped up. Oh no, it's I never heard. His name's Gabe Hoffman. Never heard
Gabe
of him.
Hoffman, that's right.
Yeah, no one
Gabe
had ever heard of him. He
Itches?
begged to come on, and then Steelta was like, "What a get!" And all I know is people hate Nick Rekieta so much that when Keanu started, there were at one point it got up to 3,000 people in there.
Oh, nice.
I
And
wish
then the
I was
guy,
still
like-
on the beach, not looking at my phone, just looking
Honest
at
to
the
God,
ocean
like-
and going, "Wow, it's beautiful. I could stare at this all day."
You weren't on Twitter
Did they-
on the beach reading about Graham Hancock and Keanu?
I was. That's the thing. But it was, 5 minutes at a time, and every time I would go, "What the fuck am I looking at?" Every
Why am
time
I-
I'm like, "Why am I on this fucking thing?" I would like see stuff that was going on in the world and in this world, and I was just like, "Who the hell gives a shit?" I am here. And I go sip my banana daiquiri and get some diarrhea.
You were not sipping on a banana daiquiri.
I had a bunch. I had so many banana daiquiris that I would come
Are
back
you
from the
not
beach with
allowed to
one,
eat bananas?
and I would put them in the freezer, and I would then get diarrhea, so I wouldn't drink it again. So by the end of the trip, I was like investing in banana daiquiris. I had like 5 in the freezer, and I just left them there. I was like, "Oh, I can't drink them. Every time I drink them, they give me diarrhea."
Aren't you not supposed to eat
I left
bananas?
one in my mom's room too.
Aren't you not supposed to eat bananas?
No, I love bananas.
No, you're right,
Did
Gino.
they-
He got told by a doctor not to eat bananas.
Yeah, but that doctor was full of ass.
Yeah.
I mean, shit. Yeah,
What did you say,
I got
but the-
over that whole thing I went to the doctor for. I just
Yeah.
have diarrhea constantly.
Suppose I mix the bananas with alcohol, Doc. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, for some reason, Gene, you would think it was a good idea. It actually wasn't. And what had happened was molten lava kept coming out of my bum.
That's good stuff.
I was better off just
Oh.
cramming one with the peel on up my ass.
Clogged it up.
Would have felt better.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I was
All
just checking into Screech and Halt, but it's good to have you guys back.
We're seeing you Thursday.
You're not. We're doing a fucking private party in New York, unless you want to do it Wednesday.
Oh, he's got a gig. That's right. He said this.
Yeah, that's right.
What about next Thursday?
Yeah, we're good next Thursday.
Next Thursday it is. All right.
Yes.
This week we'll just do
Yeah.
our normal thing.
Yeah, give him a little extra. Give him a little extra like you guys do. We can watch on the ride.
That's a good idea.
We're
Like we did
actually
that one or
hilarious.
10 times where we'll go for 5 hours and we'll drink a whole bottle of Jameson.
Hilariously enough, or not, me and Ken were doing a weed party. I'm like, why don't Garrett and Steve do the weed party?
Weed party.
And we'll just host the show at Steve's house.
The fuck's a weed party?
Yeah.
It's
Guys
like a
smoke
weed
Tums
party. It's
covered
a
weed?
weed show. Yeah, I don't know. It's weed people, and they want us to do stand up.
All right. You have all your weed material?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm gonna have
Oh
a
wait,
panic
it's
attack.
gonna be Juneteenth too. You're doing a weed Juneteenth party?
Wow.
It's our anniversary. Remember Frankie's book, Juneteenth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What anniversary? Oh, the day we got fired. We got told we were fired. Was Juneteenth.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then the last day
Remember
was
the
a week later.
remember the meeting E-Rock said we didn't need to go to
Good thing you went to it.
because he's so good at his job.
Yeah, leave E-Rock alone.
I guess we all
Nope.
were, weren't we?
Nope.
Booze on
What's
the
that?
microphone.
Yeah, we all
Microphone cut.
actually none of us needed to be there.
Hey,
Yeah.
time told the tale. He was wrong about all of us, wasn't he?
What has he been right about?
All right, buddy.
All right, I got to go talk to Graham Hancock. So funny. All right, I'll let you guys get back to it. Good to have you back, boys.
Okay.
You're gay.
I am.
I guess no hockey show this week.
Yeah.
Now that he said that, I do remember him saying
Yes, me
something
too.
last week or the week before,
We
whatever.
were pretty drunk at his place last time.
That happens there.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Oh, I
That's-
didn't ask him about the lines on the bottle.
oh, well, they're gone. That alcohol is all gone, Garrett. The lines on the bottles. He didn't fucking draw any lines. Him and Keanu drank all the booze, and now they're long gone. No, but it works out because I think this week it's supposed to be up in the 90s on Thursday. It's supposed to be very hot.
Oh my God.
And it's Juneteenth.
Yeah.
So I think his neighborhood's going to be a big hot party.
Totally. You're right. It's good. Good we're missing it.
Best to avoid hot Harlem on Juneteenth. I don't think it'll be a party we're invited to.
It's not a big party on Staten Island, I would guess.
No.
Yeah.
No, you
Thank God.
don't see much of that. But yeah, no, that's take a little super chat interlude because the Druggernaut gave us 10 Beanerinos. Off topic. Have you guys seen that UK show Super Size versus Super Skinny? It was like black white level stuff you could never do today.
Ooh.
Well, I like black white stuff.
Yeah.
Shout out to that one guy who bought the black white collection on Patreon.
Mm-hmm.
If you'd like to buy it, go to patreon.com/Garrett and Steve. You can watch all 6 episodes of Ice Cube's critically not acclaimed show, Black White.
Yeah.
Where a white family gets painted black and a black family gets painted white, and then they just throw them out on the street and say, good luck.
I wish that's what they did.
You sure can. Your microphone's on.
For super size versus super skinny, they would take an actually anorexic person and someone who is morbidly obese and make them live together for a week, and they would have to eat each other's diet in front of each other.
That's awesome. I want to do that.
That sounds great.
Oh, no, I don't want to do that.
We're in need of a new bonus series to watch. Maybe that could be it.
Super size versus super skinny. Ooh, did Edie fart? Did you fart?
I didn't fart.
Edie'd been farting all day. Poor Edie girl. Hold on, before we watch this, we should
Got
probably
some bubble guts.
go to Edie Cam. Yeah, so she was being watched by one of my brother's friends. Very extremely nice guys. Twins. They used to have a dog.
Twins, then they live together?
I think so.
Weird.
But they absolutely loved Edie. They were cooking her dinner, like giving her like rice and carrot and chicken and all this stuff. But
Wow.
yeah, this morning, and Edie's been shitting her fucking brains out. I think she got used to living like the good life
Uh-huh.
and having
She was on a vacation just like you, pretty much.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was these people like praising her and giving her like good food. And she comes back and she's back to, regular dog food.
Hard kibble.
And poor girl, this morning she took a giant shit followed by diarrhea.
Mm-hmm.
And then like 3-4 hours ago, not at her usual walk time, she just kept like following me around. And like when I would walk by the front door, she would start like, jumping around like, look, that way. I'm like, all right, I think Caitlin was like, I think you should take her out. I think she's bugging out to go out.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. Poor gal. I take her outside and we get right across the street and she just starts shitting her brains out. She looked like me after 3 banana daiquiris. She was fucking like, there was a mudslide coming out of her. And I was like, oh, geez, Edie, I'm so sorry. And then we walk like 2 houses down. She stops and goes, blah, and just starts puking. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Wow.
So she shit, puked. Then we made it to another person's lawn and she started diarrheaing again. But this time it was like, just fireworks coming out of her ass. Poor girl. And fireworks and this like noise and just a lump of chewed up grass came out of her ass.
Still intact kind of thing.
Yeah, like it was absolutely disgusting. But the cool thing about dogs having the squirts is that you don't have to pick it up.
I think you do.
How? It's liquid.
With a bag.
You can't pick up liquid with a bag. How?
You can't put liquid in a bag?
Garrett, if I were to piss on the floor and then give you a plastic bag, you gonna pick it up? How? This was straight brown liquid.
Oh, it was just liquid?
There was no chunks. The one chunk, I did pick up the grass chunk.
Yeah.
That's the only thing there was to pick up. Everything else was just pure liquid. And I was like, oh, poor Edie girl.
You can't do the like grab the grass it landed on and kind of pull it up. But
Yeah,
then you're ruining someone's lawn.
I could have played pretend like, oh
Yeah.
look, I'm picking it up, and I was like, what's the point? If someone says, hey, pick that up, I'll be like, you do it.
No, you.
No, you. There's nothing to pick up. It's just completely the brown stew just came out of her. There's no chunks. Actually, so it wasn't stew. Really, it was more of a broth. It was bone broth.
Wow.
Yeah, poor girl.
She seems to be doing okay now.
She seems fine now. I hope
Yeah.
later when I take her out again, she has more of a solid performance, because that was a mess. And then like a couple more times walking down the block, because I was like, all right, we're gonna make this a long walk just in case you have to diarrhea or vomit anymore. I want you coming back in the house and bringing any of this here.
But that was it.
No, there was more.
Oh, there was. Oh God.
But not a lot. Like she kept squatting, and then just like a little would come out, but like the remnants. But yeah, poor Edie girl. Thoughts and prayers for doggy. She pooped.
Thoughts and prayers, Edie.
Pooped a lot of liquid. She does have irritable Conti syndrome. Yeah, no, she got spoiled, living the life, and she came back home to shit kibble and stress with Charlie chasing her around the house, and she just fucking was like, I need a day to clear out my bowel. Supersize versus super skinny. They do have full episodes.
All right.
On the internet. Trying to see like a trailer.
Yeah.
Here we go. Supersize versus super skinny trailer. All right.
I can honestly say I have never seen anyone so young as you, 24, with such an appalling diet who drinks so much alcohol. And there's a day in your food diary from last week where you get through 18 pints, which is phenomenal. I mean, that's about 55 odd units of alcohol in one sitting, which is more than a binge.
I don't know.
I mean, that's a whole party with just you at it. What are you thinking of there when you drink that many?
That's the whole point. I'm not thinking about. I'm just out enjoying myself, and I just don't think about. Just flows down. I know it's wrong looking back now, but that's just how it happened, really.
Your liver will be suffering. It'll be enlarging, and all the normal healthy cells will be filling up with fat.
Right,
that leads on to cirrhosis long term.
The trailer for the show?
Yeah.
Cirrhosis means your liver is scarred and it doesn't work anymore, and you will die.
To help give Wayne the wake-up call he needs to lessen his load, he's facing Martin man-to-man.
I don't want to sound fattest or anything, but when you see big people and they eat so much, you think, well, that can't be good for you.
I do feel that being
the genius.
Wow. I ain't never thought of it that way. That's real interesting. It's bad for you to be fat.
Clinically underweight is just as bad as being clinically overweight. I don't understand why people are so obsessed with being so skinny.
It's time for Super Size to meet Super Skinny.
Yeah, mate, all right? Yeah, good. You ready for it?
Yeah, good. Yourself?
Yeah.
When I saw Wayne for the first time, I thought, Jesus Christ, for someone who's 24 to be that big, it did shock me that bit. Have you always been big, or?
Yeah, I'd say so from my teens,
Yeah.
mainly, yeah. Just a lot of drinking and late night junk food, really, so...
Hell
I'm
yeah.
preparing myself a bit of a
That
starving
rules.
week. As I look at mine, he's just all skin and bone. It's actually made me a bit
fucking
nervous
great
for the week
angle.
ahead.
Yeah.
What size are your hands?
Very much.
We've got the same size
Same
hands.
size hands, then it just goes backwards.
All in all, Wayne is 3 times more man than Martin. There's a difference of 20 stone between them.
I got 32-inch thighs.
32 inch. So your thigh's bigger than my waist.
Yeah.
We're gonna have fun saying.
All right. We thought
But
bigger
now-
than my waist.
With what the hallway said, like, does the skinny guy now have to drink 18 beers?
Yeah.
That's what I want to say.
Gotta-
yeah, and eating
It's
snack
the
food.
same diet, so he has to do the same things.
Yeah.
I want to see a guy just have to chug fucking 18 beers.
See how fat he gets at the end of the show. All right, that's a possibility for bonus content.
That might be a very
Yeah.
distinct possibility. I like that. I want to watch that.
Yeah.
I want because I just want to watch that skinny bitch who had a lot to say. See if he can handle it.
Yeah.
Because when I'm the fat guy in that situation, I'd be like,
Yeah,
look at
you
you now.
try it.
Look at you
Yeah.
now on the floor.
Not that easy, is it?
Oh yeah, now you got to get up, eat a bag of crisps after you're done with 18 beers, and then you got to have an angel dog. It's just a hot dog. I call it an angel dog because I'm going to be one pretty soon. Anyway, back to Garrett's vacation
was
trip.
there any more? That was just we don't really have to show it. Just said Jews are cool.
Oh, we have to show it. Jews are cool. Yeah, see, Gene.
See, not all the protests were that bad.
Yeah,
there's
this
some
one-
positive messages.
Positivity spreader.
This was Pink's. You see the shirt I'm wearing, the blue one in the middle, kind of.
The most famous rink-a-dink hot dog stand in the world. So how was it? How were the hot dogs?
Great. They were good.
Yeah.
They were big. They were long. I got like we kind of shared dogs, but I got the jalapeno dog, and it was like, I don't know, 12 inches or something. It was long, and it had like pieces of jalapeno chopped up in the hot dog.
Ooh.
And then covered with chili and cheese, and there was a lot of chili too on it. And it had like that snap. And this is a place where people line up down the block, kind of. But we were there, I don't know, Thursday or something, so it wasn't that big of a line. I think the next picture is of the dogs.
An episode of Nathan For You where he did a thing at Pink's.
Oh, really?
Yes. Because the line is so long at Pink's.
Yeah.
He had a thing where he was like, all right, we're going to let people cut the line, but only if they have a very legitimate excuse. And he had 5 excuses. It's like either you're going to a funeral or you're going to a doctor or if you're going to a job interview. And there were 2 other things I can't remember. If you're an air traffic controller who has to go to work. And
so everyone just started lying?
Not everyone, no. One guy, he called one guy out because one fat guy was like, yeah, I have to go to the doctor. And he was like, all right, we'll call your doctor right now and confirm your appointment. So the guy called the doctor and they're like, yeah, we're going to see you today at 3. And he was like, all right, go to the front of the line. So yeah, he was letting people cut the line if they had a legitimate excuse. One guy, he let cut the line. He was like, all right, we can't prove, like, he didn't have his doctor's phone number or something. He's like, all right, I can't prove the doctor thing, so I'm just gonna have to trust you. I'm gonna have to take your word for it. And it was just like this weird gay guy who's like, okay, thank you. Oh yeah, thank you so much. So Nathan then secretly starts stalking him, follows him around all day, and realizes he doesn't go to the doctor at all. So he then has just this long, convoluted, like, revenge plan for the guy. He calls the guy up and is like, yeah, you're the 10 millionth customer at Pink's. So we want to take you out on a boat for a free lobster dinner. He gets this fucking guy out on a boat. And when he pulls, what's that thing called that they serve food in?
The cloche?
The cloche.
Yeah.
He pulls up the cloche and goes, here's your dinner of nothing. And then he pulls down a curtain and it's the 4 people in line that he cut. And they were all pissed off at him. They're like, he's completely inconsiderate. We could have all lied too, but we didn't. You're an asshole. And they all like gave him, it was so fucking funny. The guy was like genuinely upset. Like, why would you do all this? This is a lot. You're weirdo. You're like a psycho. He said, no, you fucked with the rules.
Yeah, so that was
and yeah, the owners of Pink's were just like, okay.
Yeah, they're all like Spanish ladies.
No, they were 2 white people.
Oh, okay.
The owners. Maybe now they're Spanish.
The owners, I don't know.
This is like over 10 years ago now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was just Spanish ladies working behind the grill. Yeah, so I had to get like the New York style dog, which was just regular kind of dog with onions on it, and then the jalapeno dog. And then
it looks really fucking good.
Jamie and Allie, who I went with, ordered like the French fries and onion rings, and I'm like, we're getting huge hot dogs. Like, who wants? There's still going to be no room. And of course,
get sides.
We didn't eat any of them.
You got to get the sides. You don't have to eat them.
I guess you have to get them.
You just get it. You get it. You eat 1 or 2, and you go, God, I'm fucking full. I feel like I'm going to puke. You just get bloated up on all the salt. The hot dog on the right does look like it has been shatter pot.
The chili. There's a lot of chili
dog.
on it.
That looks like a chili dog, like we used to sing about on In Hot Water. But with that said, I would eat that. That looks so goddamn good.
Yeah. You know, so it had the snap and everything.
As good as it looks?
Yes. Yeah, they really were.
God, you're fucking up. Eat the hot dog. Edie, what's going on? You got to make poos? You okay, girl? If you do have to poo, Edie, go. Just do it all over Garrett.
Please.
Poo on his legs.
I don't know if there were that many more pictures. I did have one final story, though, on my plane ride home. Let's just see if there's...
I think that was the last picture.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
Yeah.
I flew black.
You flew black? You flew
back
Spirit?
on JetBlue.
Jet Black?
Jamie upgraded us or whatever it was to Comfort Plus or whatever they call it. And we had like the row behind us empty and the row behind that empty. And to the right of us was just one girl in like a 3-row seat. And then in front of us, it was one girl. It was like, we could spread out. It was nice. And we're getting off the plane. And the woman in front of us goes up to get like her luggage. And then she would look like she was kind of older woman, gray hair. You'd be thinking it's like probably pretty heavy. And Jamie's like,
oh, so you're like, we could probably steal her luggage and she can't do shit about it.
And Jamie had heard like one of the flight attendants go up to this woman and be like, oh my God, I love you. My husband's such a big fan. We didn't know who she was in front of us. We couldn't really tell who it was.
Who's this old bag?
So Jamie's like, oh, do you want my husband to get your bag from you? She's like, oh, okay. And she's like, yeah, it's right here. And I grab her bag and she's like, oh, thank you. That was really nice of you. It was fucking Dr. Melfi.
What?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Lorraine Bracco.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got her bag down from her on the airplane.
I'm legitimately jealous.
I know. But she was like completely gray hair now.
Did you say I loved you in The Sopranos and Goodfellas?
I didn't say anything to her.
You idiot!
Because she had the flight attendants coming up to her saying stuff. I was like,
Should have grabbed her and be like, I need you for my show. Steve's going to shit. Come with me to Staten Island. So she landed in New York.
Yeah.
Oh. She sat in Comfort Plus?
Yeah. There was a first class and she was in Comfort Plus.
She a broke bitch now? The Sopranos must have paid her so much money. She can't be a broke bitch.
Yes, I don't know.
It was a while ago.
Like, yeah, it was a while ago. And
2006.
what has she really done since? Really?
Her voice has gotten raspier.
Uh-huh.
She's been paying for year after year, paying for voice rasp operations.
I would have noticed who it was just by her face. It was her voice. I was like, oh my God, it's so obvious now. It's like, yes, thank you. Oh, God.
That does not sound like her.
All right, do her.
I'm Lorraine Bracco. Tony, do you think it has something to do with your mother? You think it's your mother making you an asshole? Her net worth is 14 million. Yeah, but those net worth sites said Gino's worth like 5 million. Can't really go by those. They're kind of full of baloney.
But also, like, she had the whole row to herself. It's almost better than first class.
Caitlin says no, but I can understand. You can put your legs across.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. The only thing bad about it is I guess you could buy all 3 seats. If someone sits in one of them, you have to then have a thing like, hey,
oh God,
that is not your fucking seat. Get the fuck up. I bought these for them to be empty.
There was a whole thing where some guy was trying to sit up in Comfort Plus and he's like, it's empty. And she's like, I know, but people paid for these seats. You can't just move up and sit in here. And he's like, no, but I was going to. I just didn't. And she's like, okay. And we hadn't even taken off yet. And she's like, feel free to go back out of the plane and buy an upgrade or whatever. And he's like, no, but can't I just like once the flight takes off, sit here? And she's like, no. And he just kept arguing with her and wouldn't give in. And it was so.
Wait, I don't understand. He was sitting in like first class?
He was in coach, but he sat down in the Comfort Plus area because it was an empty row. And we kind of were delayed taking off. So then he just like, the stewardess comes over and is like, this isn't your seat yet. And he's like, but no one's sitting here. And she's like, no, but you have to upgrade to sit here. People paid extra to sit. And he's like, well, the person in front said I could pay $50. And she's like, well, did you? And he's like, no. Well, then go up and pay $50. No, but like, like I was going to pay. It was like the dumbest fucking argument ever. He was like, well, I was gonna, and like,
but I was gonna,
and then like, I don't know. And then the lady said I could. Can I pay you? And she's like, no. He was just trying to.
Why do people turn into
keep the argument going to defeat her or something? I don't know.
Most annoying retards on a plane. They could become completely inconsiderate. I don't know what happens. I guess it's just you with a microcosm of society. So there's going to be every version of person on the plane. But like that's just. Did you get out of your seat and start mouth fucking him? You had. Yeah, someone had to. Like, no, you don't get to sit there. Go to your fucking seat. Go or pay.
Yeah.
Like there are options.
It almost seemed like he was trying to I don't know if he was with a girl and trying to just be like, listen, I'm just going to talk my way into these seats. And he just kept trying to talk into it. And it was like, she just kept calling his bluff and being like, well, then go pay. And he's like, no, but she said I could pay. Can I just pay you? And she's like, no, what? I don't know. And she's like, just get off the plane and pay.
I'm a smooth talker.
Yeah.
I'll get these seats. I was going to pay, but I didn't. Do you respect that? What's the difference? I'm sure he said, what's the difference a bunch of times. There's no one in these seats, so what's the difference?
He was like, once we take off, there's going to be no one in these seats, right? So what does it matter if I'm sitting here now?
Did he try to go back after the plane took off?
I don't think so. I didn't hear. There was nowhere any more commotion after the plane took off, so I'm guessing not. Or I don't know. Maybe he got off and paid. I wasn't sure. I wasn't paying full attention.
Wish he had gotten kicked off the flight.
Know what they did?
Killed by an air marshal.
On that flight, though, was, hey, everyone, in the middle of the plane, there's all the snacks and beverages. Just go up and grab whatever you want whenever you want it.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What?
Just in the middle of the plane, there was a blue lit up kind of, not a fridge, but with a door and stuff, with a glass door. And there were drinks at the bottom and all the snacks. And you could just go up whenever you wanted and grab whatever snacks and drinks you wanted.
What was it rated like a fucking Target?
By Jamie.
Yeah.
Jamie loved free stuff. She can.
I mean,
we have so many Biscoff cookies.
Yeah. Oh my God. I would have sprinted to the front of the plane like I was trying to stop terrorists.
None of it's good.
The Biscoff cookies are delicious. I could eat a fucking sleeve of those, and I have in one sitting.
The goldfish are okay.
They had goldfish and Biscoff?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have been up there.
And then maybe
I would have been up there elbowing people out of the fucking way. And I would have raided it and taken all the snacks.
But then they had Pepsi line of drinks, fucking Starry and Pepsi and yeah.
Did you hold one up and go, what do you want me to do? Vomit on the fucking plane? What is this shit?
I took a Starry home. Just
the knockoff Sierra Mist. Starry. Shit.
It was. But yeah, because we were in Comfort Plus, we got unlimited alcohol. We thought unlimited alcohol drinks, but apparently it was a limit of 3. You're only allowed to get 3 per
Fairly
person.
limited, but 3 is decent.
3's not bad.
How long's the flight?
Going back, it's 4.5 hours. Going there,
work?
it's 5.5.
Oh, that's not as bad as I even thought.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't understand this. I've never seen a snack fridge that everyone just gets
Me either.
What if one asshole just goes up and starts because that would be maybe my instincts. If I'm like, there's no rules. Hell yeah. And I would just bring a bag up and loot the thing. And then I go seat to seat. You want to buy some snacks? I have all of them.
Jamie went to the bathroom at least 3 times. And every time she was grabbing stuff.
I mean,
her carry-on bag was so much heavier leaving because it was just filled with snacks.
This is the problem with that. The other problem is, as the hallway said, the flight attendants have one job.
I know.
It's to hand out snacks. They couldn't do the one job?
I guess not. Well, they did it the first time. They went down the aisle and did it. And then after that, they made an announcement. And we're just yeah, anyone, if you want, it's up here.
Hey, anybody wants snacks? It's a fucking free-for-all up here. Just do whatever you want.
But it didn't
fuck in the bathroom. Eat goldfish while you're fucking in the bathroom. You can do whatever you want. What's that? JetBlue.
JetBlue.
Yeah, next flight I'll be booking is with Snack Blue.
Hey, Dr. Melfi flies it.
Which, by the way, Joey Dago, well, first of all, Jeff Hillman, can you say, Mr. Superintendent Janet Rossi is a hoa? It's a Goodfellas line. And Joey Dago said he should have toodalooed her. It's a Sopranos line. Toodle fucking ooh. I'm so embarrassed. You should have did something. You should.
I know, but I
should just be like, Karen! Karen, we needed that. You should have handed her luggage. Karen, we needed this luggage, Karen. See, like from the movie you're in. And she would be like, oh my God, you are so funny. You are the funniest guy I've ever met on a plane. Yeah, that's a good one, Hallway. You could have just been like, hey, I hope there isn't a bunch of coke from Pittsburgh in this luggage. You want to see helicopters? I'll show you helicopters.
Keep stirring it.
I'm stirring it.
Yeah, but I don't know. I felt like, what am I going to say? Nothing.
Yeah, but you got the in with her. The thing about the celebrities I've not met, like Kenan Thompson and Paul Giamatti, is I took one look at them and they looked back at me like they wanted to fucking kill me. And basically with their eyes said, do not look in this direction. Do not come over here. Do not even fucking sniff the air in my immediate area. Stay over there, fat man. So I didn't get the opportunity to say, like, to Paul Giamatti, oh, I loved you in Big Fat Liar when you turned blue. Or to Kenan Thompson, I loved you in Saturday Night Live when you stole Chip Chipperson's lines.
But would you have done that, though? Would you have said something? Or do you just want to look at him?
I just wanted to look at him.
Yeah.
I would have said, no, to Kenan, I would have been like, you're in my favorite movie ever.
That's true.
Heavyweights.
Yeah.
I would have quoted lines to him and he would have clapped like a seal, like, you're the best fan I've ever met. You rule. What's your name? I want to hang out with you. That's how I picture going in my head. He invites me to his house. We, clink glasses and eat champagne and caviar as we become best friends.
No, but I played it cool and I won her over. Like she appreciated that I didn't recognize her. So then I got nothing out of it.
She's probably going around telling her, I met the nicest man on the plane. It's this tall gentleman who took my luggage down for me. He didn't even compliment me on my movies or TV shows. He was so polite.
She was looking good though for however old she is.
She's 100.
Wow, for 100, she looks really good.
She looks really good. Yeah. BFTs.
Yeah, BFTs. But the ass, but
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if she was ever really known for having a big, fat, juicy ass.
No.
Not to my memory anyway. But she's just she's a pretty lady.
Yeah. And I like the gray hair.
Two of the greatest
on her.
Italian American pieces of art ever created, Goodfellas and The Sopranos.
Yeah.
I don't even know what else she's been in other than those two things.
Same. Or had she been in anything since?
Bad Fellas.
70.
She's 70 years young.
Wow. She looked good.
I can't believe you didn't tell her.
Oh, you look good.
Wow, you're 70? You look good, bitch. And yeah, wait, did
the flight attendants...
So did Dr. Melfi have to go to the snack bar to get her own fucking Biscoff, or did they bring her over her goldfish?
Definitely the first time they brought it over, but I don't know. I didn't see her get up after that. So I don't know. I guess she didn't get any more snacks.
Poor Dr. Melfi. Hold on. Gina Maria has something to say here. Since you two naggers been gone, I managed to turn 40 and I'm going through some serious Edie withdrawals. Give us the Edie cam. Love you boys and chat smooch.
Thank you, Gina.
Thank you. Well, of course.
Happy birthday.
Edie cam a la mode. She has diarrhea. This is my diarrhea dog. Edie girl.
Hey,
there's the girlie.
How you doing? You doing good?
You got the runs. You're making big watery poos and puking. Hope you're okay, and it's just like adjusting for home food life again, and not some other thing. But yeah, she seems fine. She's not moaning and groaning. She was ripping fucking ass this morning, though. It was so bad. Poor girl. She had diarrhea farts.
It had to be the real food she was eating.
Eat a girl.
Aw, what a cutie.
I want to give you a treat, but I feel like it might fuck you up more. As a girl. Sweet thing.
Someone's got the runs below you.
Yeah, there's someone running back and forth in the hallway.
They have a kid?
Grandkid, yeah.
Oh.
Occasionally there.
I know no one probably scratched your back for like a whole week.
No, I think she got tons of scratches. She got treated like a queen over there. And by that, I mean a very gay man. Oh, she's done. All right, bye, Edie. There's your Edie cam. Thank you, Gina Maria.
Thank you, Gina.
Oh, I almost forgot. I got you a gift.
Whoa.
It's been sitting here the whole time. I forgot to give it to you.
Gift wrapped it and everything?
Yeah, I sure did. I gift wrapped that personally.
Sorry, Edie, it's not a treat, I don't think. Unless it's dog food.
No, it's not dog food. Although that would be a good treat for you. It's a keychain.
Wow.
With a little
you.
Turks and Caicos man. Yeah.
Thanks. I can't wait to put this on my keys.
Oh, let me go to keychain cam. You can show everybody. Oh,
this way.
Keychain cam. Hold on. There it is. That'll rest nicely on your keys.
It fit great in my pocket.
It'll fit perfectly. That's a little man who looks like he's from Turks and Caicos.
Now, is this sticker part of the outfit?
Nope, Charlie put that on there. That's a
thanks,
dinosaur
Charlie.
sticker.
It almost looks like a mustache for the man.
He kind of looks like a fancy Mexican.
Yeah.
But nope, that's a Turks and Caicos fella. You can tell because it says Turks and Caicos on his chest.
Shirt. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you. Is that now? What's that hat that he's wearing?
That's
It's
a pizza dough. It got thrown on his head.
Here comes the pizza.
Here comes the pizza. And he's of questionable descent. Everyone I saw in Turks and Caicos was a very dark shade of brown. This guy is almost white. So he's not as hot and spicy as everyone else I saw down there. But I figured Garrett loves a good keychain. He's got 1,000 of them hanging off his keys.
Uh-huh.
I don't think you have a single keychain. But now you do.
Put it on my bag here.
Oh, perfect. Let's move keychain cam down so we can see. This is now bag cam. Touch on bag cam. I have a little Turks and Caicos man. That thing's gonna fall off immediately and break, but that's what souvenirs are for. Falling off and breaking.
Look at that. Looks great, huh?
Oh, perfect.
My little man purse.
So the lady who rang
it's
me
like
up.
He's in the hole, in a little home right there.
The lady that rang me up at the airport initially put in that was $40. And I just stared at the screen, and she saw me staring at the screen. So I don't know if the plan was to see my reaction and see if she can just get $40 out of me, or if she just genuinely made a mistake. But she then looked at me and then went, oh, whoops, and then changed it to $10. But even the $10, I was like, really, for that?
Yeah.
I almost would have bought it at 40 just because I'm one of those people that if I'm at the register, I feel this weird pressure. Like, well, I chose to buy this. Guess I should have done my research. Now I'm getting nailed for fucking $40. But at $40, I think I was going to just go, no.
Yeah.
I'm buying a $40 keychain, ma'am. Thank you.
Well, thank you. Sorry, I didn't get you anything. I didn't know we were getting each other trinkets.
Like we always do.
I guess.
When we go on vacation. No, I just saw it at the airport and I thought it was funny. I was like, oh, I gotta buy that for Garrett. I'm gonna make him do something with this stupid ass keychain.
They didn't even put eyes in the mouth on it. It's just a blank face.
It's a blank man.
Yeah.
From
Wearing
Turks.
a pizza dough
I
hat.
did not see anyone dressed like that. I didn't see anybody with that skin tone. I think they just stole some Mexican keychains and wrote Turks and Caicos on it. Because Mexicans are well known for having big pizza doughs on their head.
Definitely.
But happy vacation.
Happy vacation. Thank you.
I'm jealous though. I didn't get to see Dr. Melfi.
Yeah.
My aeroplane. Well, anywho, we have a couple of super chats to catch up with. It's already about that time. We didn't get to any material. We just sat here and gabbed about being away for a week like a couple of fucking old bitches.
Good.
That's life.
Yeah.
Would it be crazy to live in Turks and Caicos?
I don't think it would
People
be.
do it. I saw a fucking white guy driving around in a Kia down there.
Yeah.
He seemed fine.
It's probably cheap.
Maybe.
If you live like where the workers live.
Yeah, if I lived in a shithole, it'd probably be very cheap. Not a bad idea. Because like I could just well, it'd be a little different. I wouldn't have people serving me banana daiquiris on the beach. I'd have to kind of make do with my own, but whatever, I could do that. Just to be able to go in that water every day and piss, it's just a dream come true.
But yeah, if we could just do our podcast from down there.
Yeah.
Be easy.
Buy a Hyundai down there.
Uh-huh.
That's another thing. I saw like 5 car dealerships on the road from the airport to the resort. And it was like, like Jim Anderson's Toyota and Bob O'Keefe's fucking Ford. Like they were American
names,
dealership, like American cars with American names on it. I'm like, that's people are just coming down here and opening up Dodge dealerships. I can sell cars.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's fucking easy down there. Well, no, it's probably I would imagine you don't get a ton of customers.
No, I would think not.
No.
Mostly vacation people not trying to buy a car.
If you're on vacation, why would you go to a fucking car dealership?
But some
I think
people
it would be
live there.
more like people like locals that are like, I want to buy that truck. I have $200. And I'm like, well, this truck costs almost $100,000. So you take your $200 and go back to the beach.
Do they use American dollars down there?
Yeah.
Oh,
Big time American dollar.
how were the prices of
Expensive.
drinks? It was?
Yes.
Oh.
They know what they're doing. They know who's coming there and they know how to charge appropriately. And the food menu, because the restaurants and the resort and stuff, and it looked like I was in New York with the prices.
Ah.
A bottle of water was like $2. It's not cheap.
It's not cheap.
It's normal. Yeah.
But it wasn't like baseball game prices where you're paying just extra for no reason.
Kinda.
Yeah.
It was a little very pricey.
That sucks.
Not for me.
No.
I
did
was
you go
down
to
there on a
any of
free
the-
ride.
Any of the the local places?
No, what am I? I don't. I'm gonna go on an adventure. We'll see what the locals do. I'm gonna eat their fucking shit.
Was there any
I don't have
touristy
enough
things?
diarrhea. I need to go eat what the locals are eating.
Was there any tourist things to do?
I'm sure there was a time I didn't look into doing anything
No.
because we had Charlie down there. So like most of the time I'm wrangling him around, and then the free time we had without him,
Yeah.
it was just like let's relax and do nothing.
Oh, but there wasn't some sort of kid thing to go to, but I guess the pool and the beach.
The
is
pool,
good
the
enough.
beach.
Yeah.
There's a playground, but we didn't even care to go to it. Like the
Oh.
pool and the beach every day. Breakfast, pool, beach, food, got room
Oh.
service. What's Edie doing?
Walking by the door.
Oh, Edie's pacing around. Indiana Pacer. Yeah, we're gonna have to read these super chats and wrap up. I
Okay.
think Edie's got to go take a dump. Oh boy. Caitlin?
1 second, buddy.
Are you she in the shower? Fuck. You were just here farting. Don't send her signals to go start making duties. All right, let's
She's
read.
giving me the stare.
Staring. Oh, poor girl. All right, we're gonna wrap it up, Edie. I promise.
1 second.
We'll be done. I'm gonna take you right outside. Jeff Hillman says Frankie will be on the Joey Only show in 76 hours.
Thank you for the heads up, Jeff.
He'll be there, but we won't be in Harlem.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. It's okay, Edie girl. She's literally looked at me and went, hurry the fuck up. Yeah, Joey Only is a blowjob, let me reiterate. The dump clips. Oh, I love the dump clips. The dump clips. I asked Bobo on Twitter to call in, but he said he's busy watching American Ninja Warrior.
Is that still a thing? Or is it just repeats?
Call Bobo, please.
Bad eyes, man.
Oh yeah, I think it's just repeats. I don't think they show.
Who is Gabaja Bialamila? What was his name?
I definitely don't know the Gambaja guy.
He was a NFL player.
Gambaja
Bialamila, something like that.
Vontae's perfect.
I'm forgetting his first name.
Bobo? Yeah, you're gonna have to call Bobo.
I know, Edie. I know.
Oh,
He
I know.
wants me to call Bobo.
I didn't mean for it to interrupt you, Edie. I'm sorry. Bobo, what the hell's his Twitter? Bobo103? Why can't he doesn't come up right away. There he is. He's 58,000 followers, Bobo has. Oh, by the way, Daniel's Twitter is amazing. The last picture he posted, a friend showed me this and I was laughing. It's a mail that he got. It just says 8B poop. Very funny.
I'm laughing.
I'm just looking because he posted something.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
About a Met game. Hope everyone on here has a great day.
Since I'm not home watching the Met game, did you pass the one you passed? Or
No, that wasn't it. Because it was him replying to someone.
Oh.
I think I should probably go to his replies. I don't think it's going to come up here on his feed. Fuck, what was it? Some guy was talking about fuck. It was something about the gay pride Mets thing. This is from the other day. And someone was like, all right, are you going to the gay pride Mets game? And Bob was like, well, I'm going to try to go, but I'm going to see. Maybe I go. Oh, yeah, here it is. Lenny Dykstra. Is anyone planning on going to see the Mets play the Phillies June 20th? If so, I suggest you do a little research so you aren't caught off guard when you get there. And I don't know, they're doing some gay thing on June 20th. I'm not exactly sure what it is. But Bobo, he answered this twice. I don't know why it's only showing me one. Because he was like, FYI, I would most likely go to Saturday, Sunday if I make a trip there. He's just telling Lenny Dykstra his plans on going to the Met game. This wasn't the only one. There was another one, a response to this exact same tweet. Was like, if I do go,
right below it,
Mets fan here. I might go to one of the games that weekend. Yeah, that's it. Mets fan here. I might go to one of the games that weekend. FYI, I would most likely go Saturday, Sunday if I make the trip there.
Thanks, Bobo. He's sure Lenny's dying to know.
Lenny read that. Oh, okay. Thanks, Bobo. Thank you for telling me. Did you call him or do you not want to call him? You're still on keychain cam. Edie girl. Oh, I know. All right, maybe we don't have time. Oh, you're calling him anyway. Cool, perfect. Voicemail. He sent us straight to voicemail. I'm not picking up the phone for these people. Sorry, dump clips. We tried. He is clearly very busy watching American Ninja Warrior. Matthew Mowry with the super sticker. Thank you, Matthew.
Thank you, Matthew.
Oh, thank you for my super duper stickers, man. Oh, thank you. N. Harold. Hello, N. Just get to it already, Steve. How was the food?
Sorry, I just got a text from Bobo. I am trying to watch Ninja Warrior.
I'm trying to watch Ninja Warrior. Ask him what the name of that other host is.
What's the black guy host of that?
How was the food? By the way, food was great. The room service food was awesome. One bad dish from room service, the mac and cheese. It was like overcooked shells with flavorless Velveeta on it. It was a rare miss. The rest of it was really good. Food in the restaurants was amazing.
Now, was the restaurants like in the resorts?
Yes. We only went to, I think we only went to 2 of them. Both of them were great. Yeah. So food was awesome, better than I expected for a resort, and little to no, dire stomach pains from the food.
Yeah, I had like a foodie-less trip out to the Korean barbecue was good, but just like everything we've had here, kind of like a little bit worse than stuff in the city, even though we were in Koreatown.
Did you have a shitload of tacos?
No, that was the thing. There was supposed to be, I was waiting for like taco trucks everywhere. None. There wasn't, I didn't see one food truck, I don't think, anywhere.
Maybe they were all flipped over in the riots.
Maybe that's what it was. I don't know. We were in like downtown LA where I thought it would be kind of hip or cool. Did Boba right back?
Well, he's trying to watch American Ninja Warrior, so you should probably leave him the fuck alone.
So look at whatever that name is.
But he did answer.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. Akbar Gabaja Biamila.
That's what he wrote?
I think he just copy and pasted what you showed me, yeah.
You don't remember him? He was on the Packers?
I do not remember him.
Oh.
Gajimbola? Gajimbila?
Gabaja Biamila. Gabaja Biamila?
I don't know how I don't remember that fucking name, but it doesn't ring a bell.
Oh, he only played a few years, but yeah, I think he was a running back. I'm not even sure.
Running black.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, food in Turks and Caicos, amazing.
Nice.
And while we were driving from the airport to the resort, the guy driving the van was like, "There's also, there's local places you can get food. Like this place is called the Crackpot. You could eat like a local."
Yeah. That's what you didn't want to go there.
I would have tried it, but it would have been a whole thing to go do it.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit? Like eat like a local. I'm gonna eat a fucking plantain out of the dirt.
Dirt pie or whatever they eat.
No thanks.
Dirt cookie.
It's not something I'll go out of my way for. It was if everybody was dying to go do it, and we were like, "Hey, we're gonna go for," I'd be like, "Oh yeah, I'll go."
Yeah.
But no one gave a shit, and I certainly did not at all. So didn't. And I don't even know what their local food, like jerk chicken. They just Jamaican.
Yeah, I don't know.
So yeah, I had no interest in finding out. And there was other places around the resort that were actual restaurants that were good. Like my mom said she'd been to them before, and they're actual steakhouses and shit.
Mm-hmm.
We went to some other restaurant that was right outside the resort. It was called The Terrace.
Ooh.
It was like a sports bar, a big table outside with the big TV right behind with the Stanley Cup game on.
Oh.
3 people got stomach aches that night. I don't think it was a coincidence. So that even more of a reason. Like let's just eat the food on the fucking resort. They got like oxtail and shit, and yeah, stomach aches around the table. But yeah, the food on the resort was perfecto. The chicken fingers and pizza were to die for. Room service, not even the room service, the service around the pool. We ordered a lot for Charlie, and it was all chicken fingers and pizza.
Oh,
but then it's like, well, yeah, I had 2 fucking bites. I'm eating the rest of this. The first day we got there, I was in my glory. We hadn't even been in the room yet. The room wasn't ready, but we'd gotten our bathing suits out, and so we just went to the pool, and the luggage stayed in the lobby while we waited for our rooms. And I ate a fucking giant cheeseburger sitting on the side of the pool after taking a dip, and I was like, "This is the best. This is the fucking best place in the world." It's like I said, it was good. Like it was a good quality cheeseburger. What am I doing here?
Yeah,
I could break in there. The people know me now. I can just be like, "Hey, Don Juan, I'm here on vacation again."
What if you like went down there and was just like a bartender at the resort or something?
Just why not?
Make some money, and you're at the resort. You're getting tips. With the high prices.
Yeah, but then people aren't coming over and serving me like I'm a king.
That's true.
Then I'm the one doing the serving. And that's the thing. You go to places like this and you're spoiled. You're like, oh my God, this is the nicest thing. And like I was like very polite to the people because I felt like I didn't deserve to be there.
Uh-huh.
I don't know how I earned this, but I would be very gracious. Like, oh, thank you so much. And you see people fucking complaining
I know.
about stuff, and it's like, you should be dead. Someone should kill you. You're in literal fucking paradise in this fucking hoity-toity nice place, and you're like one guy sitting behind me in a fucking giant beach chair at the pool was like reading his bill for fucking 10 minutes and asking he made this guy stand there for like 10 minutes and asking about each thing that he ordered and like I should have to pay for this. And it's like, can you just
oh my God,
walk straight into the ocean and don't stop? Just this isn't the place to be like that. It's extremely tacky. It's fucking like awful.
Mhm.
And this guy has like a lot of other people to get to. Like, just fuck off. Pay for the shit and go home. Like, you can't be in a place like this worrying about the money. Like, this is not what this is for. If you're worried about money, you should go down the street to another island. Go to fucking Haiti and eat mud cookies. Similar fucking paradise, just where you deserve to be. You can worry about the money there. You pay 10 cents to stay at the resort for a week.
Some people just can't get over it. It's, the money thing is just like, I don't know, eats them alive or something.
It's not even a money thing. It's their whole life. It's their attitude.
Like, I'm sure this guy is rich too.
That's
what I'm saying. Like,
to
it's
be
just
there,
like,
you got to have some fucking money.
Yeah, but he's just like, he has to argue about the money just cause.
To save like $15 on the hamburger. Like, it's like, just what's the point of being here?
I don't know.
Like, if you're gonna act like a cunt and not even enjoy your time, then go the fuck home. Go die. What's the point? And then meanwhile I heard all this happening in the pool, and I'm just like doing backstrokes, and I'm just like, what a loser. How could you ruin your own time like this? Just pay, even if they if I had the type of money required to be there myself, even if I got overcharged but for like 10 things, I'd be like, whatever. Or I would bring it up and be like, yeah, no, it's fine. Just, I didn't pay. I didn't get these. I would make the guy stand there while I stared at the bill. And we just like,
yeah, like doing itemization, like every little thing.
I think he wanted to claim some of the fucking French fries on his taxes. I didn't even understand why it was taking so long. Meanwhile, I needed the man to come over to me so I can order another banana daiquiri.
Were those free?
No.
Oh,
nothing was free.
There was nothing free at all.
Free cool towel.
The breakfast was free. You had to pay for the breakfast?
I'm pretty sure you
It
had
didn't
to pay
come
for
with
the
the.
breakfast. You charged it all to the room. Look at that. Best vacation.
Oh,
I've
but
ever
even the
been on.
daiquiris, you just say your mom's room and it goes to them. And you couldn't even drink them all. You just had them all saved up.
That's why I felt bad. I didn't like, because if it was all inclusive, I had just been like, well, I'm done with this. I'm throwing it in the pool. But because it was like a paid for drink, I was saving them because I'm like, I'm going to drink these. And then I just kept getting diarrhea. And I was like, I don't think I can drink these.
What was Caitlin drinking?
Pina coladas.
Aha, nice.
Yeah.
But that's like, those are like, you can have two maybe, and then it's just so sugary. It's,
Well, you're sipping it on the beach. You're not trying to.
I know.
It's not a drinking contest.
I know. But like, it's even hard to drink more than two, I want to say.
Then you switch. You drink a couple, then you switch to like
she
another
switched.
thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You don't drink them all night.
Yeah.
You could. Yeah, then you switch to
Oh,
mojitos.
yeah, that's a good one. That's a good switch
Yeah.
up. Yeah. That is.
It was the
yeah.
most
It's
spoiled
like,
I've ever been in my life. It was just a beautiful fucking week. Best week of my life. Charlie loved it. Like, everybody had such a good time. It's funny how that
bring him
works.
in the ocean?
Oh, yeah. He, for some reason, hates the sand, won't touch
that's
it.
right.
I go to put him on the ground and his feet curl up and he goes into crazy yoga poses to not touch the sand. It's insane. I don't get why. But then we bring him out to the ocean. He fucking loves it.
Oh.
It's like, the pool. He absolutely loves it. But the sand, I can't get him to fucking touch it. Even the sand by the water. I went over to the water where the sand, like, the waves are coming in.
It's like a floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, this isn't even, sandy. You can just step on and just, no! Wouldn't say, and I'm like, all right, well, I'm not going to make a whole thing
Weird.
out of this. But, and I just kept putting him down. I'm like, here, you're on the sand. And he just, and freak out. Oh, wait a minute. Complimentary breakfast.
See, told you. Nice.
Complimentary breakfast. Everything
That
else
makes sense.
not complimentary. But best week of my life.
We got $36 a day to spend on whatever we wanted from our hotel.
What do you mean spend on whatever you wanted?
At the hotel. Like,
like food.
If we did room service food or a drink at the bar or something.
Hey,
yeah.
$36.
Not
That'll
bad.
get you a meal.
The hamburger was like $24. You know, it's a shitty hamburger.
All right. So a shitty hamburger, $24.
And then we went down during happy hour to the bar, and the bartender was on a break during the last like hour of happy hour, which is only like 2 hours or whatever. So there was another guy there.
Wait. He was on break for the whole hour?
For like 40 minutes. I didn't go down there. Jamie went down there and said the guy was on a break eating his lunch or dinner or whatever.
And they don't have anybody just come over to serve drinks?
There was some other guy there that then Jamie got him to give us drinks, and he put like the bourbon in my glass and then hit the Coke and it came out clear. And then he gave it to her. She's like, I don't think Coke is clear. And he's like, oh, it must be broken. Then he had to like go down and get a Coke from like the store or whatever, come back up and pour the Coke in. And then he charged us not happy hour prices. And where Jamie was just like, whatever. We got our drinks. Let's call it a win.
This is actually where you should have made a whole thing out of it. Like that asshole.
But she said he like could barely speak English. It was a little.
That's your fault?
I know.
You're going to sit there with Duolingo with the guy to fucking teach him how to speak English so you can get the right fucking drink and pay the right price? That's insane.
All right.
You should have started a riot. I would have been like, listen, I'm here on vacation. There's a riot outside. Can I get a little more than $36 for my room service? I can only buy one shitty. Can I get enough to buy 2 shitty hamburgers?
I hear you. No, they were kind of like bitches the whole time. We tried to switch rooms to a different Hilton, and they were like, no, like if you book another Hilton, it's going to be double the points because you're booking it like the day before. We were like, there's a riot going out in front of your fucking hotel. And then like Jamie wanted to, for some reason in LA, there's not no bars, but barely any bars. Like restaurants have a bar in them, but that's it. There's not like just like a dive bar or anything like that.
And the restaurant bars, is anybody sitting at them?
I not really. Yeah, it was weird. There's not
The
like
restaurant
a
bars
bar
don't have
culture.
usually have a lot of people at them.
And Jamie looked it up, and there's some like weird rule, like you're only allowed to have 9 bars per 100,000 people in your area. Like there's a limit to how many bars can be in the neighborhood or something.
What a fun town!
And then there were no liquor
it's
stores.
The hell of it. No, why?
I don't know. And we asked the front desk, and she was like, "Oh no, that's good. That's pretty far." We're like, "All right." And then we're like, "Can we get it delivered, like DoorDash or whatever?" She's like, "Good luck." It's like, "Oh my god,
thanks."
Yeah.
Good luck.
And then they gave us 2 complimentary free Hilton special chocolate chip cookies. And then we grabbed them, and then we're getting in the elevator and we see the sign. It's like, our cookies are anti-allergy free or whatever like that. Like it. So what is it? No gluten, no dairy, no peanuts, no sugar. I don't know.
Delicious.
Yeah, we didn't even eat them.
Delicious cookies.
Yeah.
You didn't even eat them. We got to try it.
Nope, we didn't.
What'd you do with them?
Threw them out.
Threw out cookies?
Yeah. We didn't sound appetizing at all. I don't know.
You're making them sound great.
Anti-allergy. That doesn't.
Yeah, I would have eaten them anyway.
Yeah.
I don't care.
We had a 7-Eleven across the way. We got some snacks.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought some snacks for the room too. I bought 2 big cup Reese's peanut butter cups and a bag of chips.
The big ones?
Yeah. Well, not that big.
Oh.
But, the double size one.
Yeah.
And yeah, I spent a lot of time eating while I was away. A lot of time eating and drinking.
Nice.
Best week of my life.
Yeah.
But anywho, A filthy farmer with the super sticker to
Thank
cap
you,
us off.
farmer.
Thank you, Mr. Filth. And with that, thank you all for welcoming us back from vacation. So nice. Pee in the water every 5 minutes. There was a point where I had a shitload of banana daiquiris in me and I was just in the ocean. It was never ending.
Because I'm sure the bathroom was like all the way back inside or
Bathroom.
whatever.
Who's going to the bathroom? I am in the
Yeah.
bathroom. Giant pee bathroom. Bob Fan and Patrice. Cookies didn't sound appetizing. Do you eat bugs?
Shut up, Bob.
He makes a very salient point. This is a man who ate an entire bag of bugs and said they were good. And he's like, oh, this cookie is gluten-free. I'm not even going to taste it. I would have at least tasted it so I could have a proper complaint about the shitty
True.
cookie.
You're right. I just did it.
You should have, in the elevator, taken one bite and went, and thrown it on the floor and shown that Hilton who's boss. And complained about your bill for fucking 2 hours. I would have complained for 2 hours about the bartender taking a 40-minute break and not getting a proper happy hour cocktail.
I hear you. But Jamie was just, wanting to get back up to the room. I was like, fuck it. What are we going to do?
It's time for sexy time. I get it.
Yeah, that's all right.
Let's just get back to the room now. It's happy hour in my trousers. You were just thinking about Lorraine Bracco the whole time. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Play with my BFTs.
All right.
All
Well,
right, everyone.
That is all the time we have for today.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Same gay time, same gay place. With a brand new board song. You've noticed.
Look at that.
There's
Gold
a
row.
shiny, shiny new section of gold
Yeah.
names on there. That will be sang to tomorrow. Thank you for watching, Garrett and Steve.
See you tomorrow.
Thoughts and prayers to Edie's butt.
Love you.
And we'll see you then.